Late by a minute. Y'all lucky I even woke up. I went to take a nap and I was like, I have stream, but it'd be nice if I just slept. Y'all lucky I even chose to woke up. I could have just stayed asleep. And then what? No stream. No Undertide.
We need to talk.
Yeah. Bro, sleeping? Leave it, yeah. Oh, damn right I was sleeping. I was tired.
Nice room you got here.
I'm allowed to be
Let's see
tired.
what sticks out the most.
Alright. Hold on, I gotta sort out my base real quick.
Wait, don't touch the equipment.
Oh, this
I'm
place is
lazy.
old and,
I'm out here working
enough for
a
me.
9 to 5 so that we can get...
Kotatsu. Where's the kotatsu?
Oh, did I fill up the... Oh, god damn it. Hold on, I gotta... No, they can't. Damn it! Alright, whatever. Some people will just have to go without rest for a bit. I thought I had my rotation going pretty well, but apparently not.
It's hard to get used to such a small room.
That sucks. Anyway, hello everybody. It's time to go do some
What
Undertide.
am I doing today?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I will stay here from now on then? His room.
That's weird.
Nice design.
I don't remember not having enough room.
At your service.
I swear I had enough room for full rotation, but I guess not. Weird. Hello, Maru. Yeah, because I'm running out of operators. Oh yeah, all my EXP people are currently dead or recovering. One of the two. And DVR? Ah, shit, that's right. Ah, why is this on by default? YouTube! I don't want it for my stream. Oh, Oda is,
I'll greet my
interesting.
roommates and neighbors first.
Oh my god. Because we have a cap of 100, there's so many people that got in the clue exchange. Oh, nice. Hold on, how many did you guys give me? You guys gave me a lot. Holy shit, you guys had a ton of ones, it looked like. Yeah, with the new cap, there's a ton of resources to be... Oh, hold on, I forgot to make a bunch of gold. More gold, please. Max. There we go. We got 3k gold. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Collect all. Collect all. How's my Babel post-trauma? You know how bad my Babel post-trauma is? You know how they're posting that like really cute Amiya art on Twitter? From the official Arknights account. They're posting like her little art book. And then I see it, and the final one is them being like, and it's a happy ending. And it's just like, oh god. It's a horrifying happy ending. What the? Hold on. Intruder, singer, outsider, ocean, outcast, suddenly anorexia. Am I gonna get Lumen too? Yeah, I'm gonna go for Lumen. Actually, hold on, let me check. Is Record Restoration out? Cause it said 1 day, 15 hours. Oh god damn it, it's tomorrow. Damn, I did a little too early. Cause it's tomorrow and then Babel EX as well. We'll probably just do Babel EX and then Lumen. But I want to finish Under Tides today. Today might be a little bit of a short stream so I can sleep and also get some other stuff checked. You can, yeah, I can quote unquote own him, or earn him today, but emergency aid. Oh, it's a 3 wide? That's so lame. The next 9 hours Baldur's Gate 3 stream. We're not doing a 9-hour one. That was a freak accident. There is no end. The fog is everywhere. A glowing mist rises from the bottomless abyss and engulfs her whole. That instant, all her senses are cut off from the rest of the world. Perhaps she can feel there is something right in front of her. Before her is the entire ocean. She puts her whole strength into striking the enormous yet almost shapeless object before her, the jellyfish. Everything she can feel immediately crumbles away. Oh? An ice-cold yet burning hot liquid swallows her. These are the ocean's currents as well as its blood. The very last dance has concluded. The seas have calmed and she can no longer hear her people singing. She saved. No, she has no idea what it is that she has actually saved. Likewise, she does not have the faintest idea what it is she triumphed over. She paddles her arms and kicks her feet as though her life depends on it. Yet the waters of the ocean pay no heed to her willpower. Like solid blocks of iron, the waters become cold and stiff, squeezing her body from all directions. She stops moving, leaving herself to the mercy of the sea. As she sinks further and further into the ocean, a black shadow envelops her. Is this Skadi? The countless voices begin to materialize around her. Some of them are crying, and some are murmuring. The sea is talking to her. Its cold, lightless form has been restored, as have her eyes. She cannot see the path upward. She is sinking downward further and further, just as she is rising upward more and more. That's called staying in place. If you're sinking and then you're rising, you're literally staying in the same place. Unless you're rising somewhere else. At a place deeper than even the sea's deepest abysses, she is lifted up by the warm waters, as though the waters themselves are the waiting arms of her family. She opens her lips. The salt water gushes into her throat, then dissolves her completely before reconstructing her anew. This is just someone's really vivid acid trip as they sit here by the tide. She has found her singing voice once more. Hello, Tofu Knights. Singer, you're awake. Good morning. Was someone just singing? Is this a song? I don't know how to sing, but you were humming this while you were asleep. Oh, it was Skadi. Skadi, what the fuck? You on shrooms or something? I guess if you think about it, maybe the seaborn are the product of someone's really vivid acid trip. Ow, Singer, you're grabbing too hard. You. The girl's figure turns faint, just like in the sea. No, the one in the sea was someone else. The dream is ripping her nerves to shreds. The musical notes are dancing, twisting themselves into the cries of her family. Mother. They are dying before her eyes, and there is nothing she can do to prevent it. Monsters. Monsters. Monsters! They are screaming, as is everyone around her. She must grab her weapon. What does Skadi use again? Ah! Singer, your box! It's really hurting my chest when you press it against me. Her blade pierces through a monster in the midst of feeding on a person. The monster turns around. She sees a face she often sees in the mirror. Skadi uses an orca plushie? I think that's not true. The box falls on the ground, bouncing slightly before it comes to a stop. The object stored therein tumbles inside the box a little, but does not fall out. Are you letting go? That really scared me. Singer, I thought you were going to kill me. If I were going to kill you, I could have done that easily. It's a red orca plushie? Wow. But you don't want to kill me. You can tell? I can tell. But I don't know. That's gotta be the most non-conversation I've ever seen. Skadi, you have autism. Eh? Running out again. Singer, where are you going? Sir, the tides are rising again. Hello, Ina's 5-head. Don't worry, your next skin. The colors of the sea. That patch of color has changed. What is there in the water? Is it shells and finfish? Why would they suddenly show up in the water? And why are they growing closer and closer to the shore? Or not Inez, Irene. Sorry, not Inez. Although Inez does also have a pretty big forehead. From far deeper places, they made their way here by following currents that normally would not exist. What? I thought the reason they headed into the sea, claiming you would get them food, was some absurd unfounded belief. I thought in their despair they were fooled into doing this. But I never imagined they were actually dealing with the sea. They were using their own men as fodder to feed the monsters of the sea, and the monsters then also feed them in turn. This mutualism is horrifying and wretched. No wonder there's so many sea terrors here. But I thought I put an end to it yesterday. Not all corrections are fruitful. This is something you must understand. Am I in the wrong, High Inquisitor? I just wanted to save them. To right a wrong, you either bring what strayed from righteousness back onto the right path. But what do the people here even see as right? You can't grow any food in the lands and seas of Salviento anymore. This was a foregone conclusion decades ago, and to fight it would be futile. The nomadic city, the society, and people who live in it, they are all slowly marching towards their death. Give me a second. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Okay, hold on. Salviento? Salty windy? Salt wind? Salviento. No. No, sal isn't salt. Viento? No. Okay, I don't know. They asked me if there isn't a way out, how are they supposed to see right from wrong? Or perhaps make that which is wrong no. Dude, look how many lines of dialogue passed. 4 lines from Irene. And then the High Inquisitor's like, yeah, I'm gonna continue. Sir, you don't mean you are doubting me? No, of course not. They may have turned out like this, but they were once Iberian citizens. I want to protect them, and I hope I can help these inhabitants so that they can make our country a better place. You should have doubts. Huh? In making a judgment, rely on no one but yourself. Yes, sir. Look out at the sea. What do you see? I see a threat. Yeah, no shit. There's a bunch of seaborn out there. Don't regurgitate your memorized answers. Yes, sir. The sea is flowing. It's ever-changing. Remember everything you see. Change has happened, is happening, and will happen. If you can't see it clearly for yourself, you will find yourself lost. Okay, Grandpa, I think you have Alzheimer's. Oh, sir, what is that under your feet? What do you think? A sea terror. Did we miss one when they attacked last night? No, it doesn't seem like it. This one wandered off the beach. It looks like it climbed a long way. It's not quite the same. Tofu Knights, what the fuck? Bro, what? I should know this. Where are you finding all of these? High Inquisitor, how many of them are just lurking around here? This is an evil that must be eradicated. I get it. I can see it. It's the whole truth of this deal of theirs. So this is what becomes of anyone who wanders into the sea. This is not just the monster's nest, it's their breeding ground. Doesn't that mean all the people here will become monsters? Hi, Inquisitor, I need to head back to the city. Okay, Alzheimer Grandpa. Behold, Skadi on screen. Skadi sits on the shore, carried by the winds. The sea waves beat the shore ceaselessly, but never reaching her dress. Singer, you're too fast, but not fast enough. Huh? You managed to follow me again. Singer, this is my home. I know this place much better than you. I should leave. Leave? What do you mean? I mean leave this place. Huh? Did you figure out where to go find your friend? At the very least, I should keep my distance from you. You are stinky. Huh? Why is that? The Inquisitor was right about one thing. She talked about a lot of things. I'm a danger to all of you. Because what happened last night? You saved us, Singer. We are very thankful of what you did for us. I saved you? Is that what you think? If I had missed even one of the sea terrors, it could have torn you to pieces as it marched on. You would have been killed. I brought it here, therefore I killed you. No, that's not how it is. How is it not? This has happened before. They died because of me. They despised me. They were scared of me and they blamed me for it. They were wrong. You didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to. I don't know. Huh? After all that, I'm not sure anymore. She thinks back to her dream. Ever since that final battle, she has had that dream countless of times. The Abyssal Hunters never stay in one place. They always march forward. Yet Skadi was trapped there. She has no idea what is happening to her. I thought that if I killed it, I would find the answer. Killing that gigantic monster. Things would get better for everyone. No one would cry anymore, and no one would scream anymore. She just had to kill it. And she killed it. And yet an even greater problem engulfed her. The Abyssal Hunters never ask why, they simply do. But Skadi wants to know why. She has no idea what is happening to her. Singer, you don't look so good. Or you are hurt, and you spent so much of your energy. You haven't completely recovered yet, have you? You should come back with me and get some rest. You'll feel much better once you get more sleep. Why aren't you afraid of me? Huh? Your grandmother called me a monster, while your friends all looked at me with animosity. These kinds of gazes are everywhere. I got used to them long ago. But what about you? When you look at me, what do you see? You are a singer. You see an empty head in Skadi? A singer. That's what I told you, and you believed it. That Inquisitor, on the other hand, did not. If I tell you I'm a monster now, will you believe me? I won't. Why are you always following me? Huh? Anything that I can give you, you are free to take, yet you don't want them. You don't want to kill me either. Kill you? No, Singer. Why would I want to kill you? When I do something for you, you pay me in something in return. It's always either that or the other way around. Whenever you exchange something, there exists a promise. It's only when promises exist that there is trust. Promise? You don't know what that is. Listen up. Wait, what? She doesn't know what the concept of a promise is? How? Listen up. You helped me, so I will give you what you want. That is what a promise is. How long has this village been feeding the seaboard? I don't want anything. You are lying. I can smell as much with my nose as my eyes can see. You told... What? You told me this is your home. And that's how you know how to find me so quickly. That's a lie too. If you don't tell me the truth, I can't trust you. No, Singer, don't go. It's not that I'm not telling the truth, I just don't understand. Singer, to all of us, to me, you are still a mystery. You came from the outside and I never met anyone like you. You want to know how I guessed that you are here? It's not that I'm trying to lie. I'm just embarrassed. This is the outskirts. It's as far as it gets from the city. I know that you're hiding from us, and I thought this is where you would probably come too if you wanted to run away. Too. I come here often myself. Of course, I don't tell sheet metal or anyone. They aren't happy when they find me running this far away. Look at that chunk over there. It's tall. I climb on there sometimes. The stronger the wind gets, the farther I can see. You are curious about what's outside. I don't know. I just sometimes wonder about how it's like outside. It's pretty pointless, I know, and they keep telling me that too. So all I do is imagine it all by myself here. This is the furthest I've gone whenever I go outside to scavenge. Outside? There's nothing useful outside. Oh my god, she's Eren Jäger. If you're curious about what's outside, you just have to walk a little further. I used to go to the west side. Sheet metal would warn me that there were monsters outside and we would die if we ever stepped out. Singer, you are from outside. I'm following you around because I have lots and lots of questions. I want to know if what sheet metal said is actually true. Perhaps. If you head outside, you will die. Yeah, so it's true. You aren't disappointed. Singer, if I have the chance, I think I want to see it for myself. It doesn't matter if there are monsters there. I don't think I'm scared of them. Girl, you can't even fight one off. The Inquisitor said I'm not afraid of monsters because I don't know what they would do to me. I think she's right about that. She made that up. I'm not afraid of them either. That's gotta be because you know the monsters can't do anything to you. Not like me. Last night was the first time I got a good look at the monsters. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. My heart was racing like never before. Then when I woke up this morning, the weather felt so much better than I've ever experienced. I could feel the wind and I could see the sea waves splashing ever closer. This day has been different from all the other days I've lived because I don't know what's going to happen. Sounds like you're excited. Excited. Fear and excitement are pretty much the same. Both get your heart racing and your blood flowing. Am I sick? You are not sick. To some people out there, that is what it means to be alive. I didn't know. It feels this good to be alive. Is it like this outside every day? It must feel better than here. Can I really go outside? Oh, shit. I forgot that. Right. It's been so long since we did Under Tides. I forgot the emotions everyone here is dampened because everyone here is just barely surviving. And they're like brain dead, basically. Can I really go outside? My box? Once my box is full. I need to get more food. I need to make sure Grandma Petra is all set. Excited, the girl loses her footing. Just as she is about to fall into the sea, a hand reaches out and grabs her. The monsters will eat you if you're so careless. Singer, you saved me again. And you could have saved me the trouble if you didn't come. Sorry. Huh? Huh? My leg. There's something grabbing my leg. It's slippery and heavy. There they are again. Everywhere too. What a pain. Singer, I'm losing my grip. Close your eyes. And then let go. Can I really? You can either believe me or not. The choice is yours. Big Seaborn. Honestly, the Seaborn fill me with terror because there's so many of them.
Good scenery here.
Oh, I forgot to bring a therapist. Oh well.
Oh, I have to get serious now. Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain. I wasn't flesh and bone there we.
Oh, time to heal everyone. A sea terror imbued with impurities. Does not attack, When a certain amount of HP is lost, immediately deal arts damage. Oh, fuck. Okay. Egg. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, I didn't bring the good one. Shit. Okay.
Not even a stirring of grass will go over.
Where does it show up? Oh, it shows up there. Shit.
The situation all balance held by the orders of Yan.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Get up. Get up, you rat. Fuck. All right, let me go grab a therapist. It's elemental damage, right?
After our mission's over, why don't we
If
all
I
celebrate
stun them,
together?
they can't emotionally bombard me. Alright. Okay. Todd, I'm sorry. There's no use for your racism here.
みんな、私はサボるからよろしくね。
Racism does not work against the seaborn because they do not care about the racism. Sushi Man can eat them fast.
I'm here to help. Ooh, almost. I have to get serious now. Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
There's 2 units that are raised. That is true.
Skies for team, rain clouds for Korea. Everyone,
Make use of the towers. Oh yeah, I probably should.
I've got to wait. I have to get serious now. I've got a way to trick you here.
命令は無駄だ。
主の祝福があらんこと。Roger. Everyone.
That's a pretty bad placement actually.
ご命令を弦の振動を感じて。I have to get serious now.
Please recover sanity quickly.
What? Are you afraid of me?
Alright, what if I just silence it? What if it's an innate ability? That'd be funny. Oh, there's a lot of you.
Not even a stirring of grass will go overlooked.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh, it can't be silenced. That's lame.
The situation is caught tiny near candle beam. It shall drive out the dark.
弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。Everyone.
I believe in Zole. And now Mudrock.
弦の振動を感じて。Can you do it? どの矢を弦に
Oh, where did this egg sneak up from?
I wasn't supposed to act, but
Where did you come from?
mission accomplished.
I thought you only spawned from the sides. You're here hiding amongst the creatures. The girl closes her eyes and lets go as she's told. The force gripping onto her leg quickly disappears. She can hear all sorts of tiny trinkets splashing into the water, just before she herself touches the surface of the sea. A force pulls her upward and sends her back to dry land again. She lands face first. That can't be good for your nose. It's not easy to control the strength and angle when I'm dealing with a person. It's okay, I'm fine. My bleeding stopped. Why are they still so excited? Have there always been so many sea terrors here? Are these the same monsters from last night? More or less. I've never seen them before. You should stay away from this place for a couple days. Now go back. Singer, stop tugging my skirt. You aren't a child. I just want to say, I think I know what it is that I want now. I want to hear you sing. Oh. And that's because I don't know what songs are like. I heard you humming in your sleep, but I didn't understand it. Alright. Singer, will you do it? Is this what it means to make a promise? More or less. My harp. Huh? Oh yeah, Singer, where did your harp go? I'll go look for it. Okay, I'll help. So does this mean you'll come back with me? Good, great. Is this something to be so happy about? Oh, the homeless man. Male inhabitant B. Hey, Drywall, good. There's no fucking shot. Your name is Drywall. Good morning. Sheet metal. Oh yeah, where did sheet metal go? You never go anywhere without each other. Sheet metal. Are you looking out to the sea? Does this mean it was sheet metal who got the red seashell last night? Wood frame. My condition got worse. My chest is bloating like it's about to blow. I don't even want to eat. Leave me alone. Oh, so they're in various stages of like infection, it looks like. Actually, is the seaborn an infection? Are they like the flood? Singer, welcome to our home sweet home again. Your grandmother. Grandma Petra is still sleeping. She's been lying down ever since we got back last night. She's probably tired, getting so worked up like that. I didn't expect her to run out and talk to the Inquisitor like that. She was different. You're right. It was very amazing. She fought off the Inquisitor. She fought off the Inquisitor. Singer, if the Inquisitor catches you saying that, she'll be really mad. I don't care if she does. But if she wants another go, she won't come to you looking for trouble again, right? It doesn't matter to me whose trouble she's looking for. Strokes case. Stroking the case. Oh yeah, why don't we go look for your harp? Hold on. Eh? You got stuff on your head. Whoa, all this green, slimy stuff. What is this? That's seaweed. Did it get on my head when I tripped? Probably. Is this stuff useful in any way? Kinda looks like seagrass. Can I use it as bedding once it's dried? Grandma Petra's back is hurting her, so this will come in handy. Give it to me. Take some seashells and use them to grind up these seaweeds. Don't wash off the slime. Add enough seawater to completely cover the seaweeds. Put it all in a jar and seal it up and then wait half a year. You can drink it once the liquid's greenish color has faded. That's when it's fermented. Singer? What's wrong? Is there something you don't understand? No, I just don't think you've ever talked to me this much in one go. Yeah, don't throw away your seashells either. Wash them and lay them out to dry. You can use them to drink alcohol and such. Alcohol? What's that? It's written right here. This place used to be a bar, a place for alcohol. So this word means alcohol. Alcohol can supposedly bring happiness and help us forget all our worries. Alcohol can certainly help a Skadi altar enjoyer. Does it work? Not at all. It does taste pretty good though. Did you drink this stuff often back home? Back in Ager? Not exactly. I would drink something similar before dances. It must have been very fun. Oh, I get it now. Alcohol doesn't bring happiness, but we drink alcohol when we're happy. Does everyone outside drink alcohol? Is everyone out there always so happy? Not necessarily. I get it. They definitely aren't as happy as I am now. Singer, thanks for teaching me how to make alcohol. I really want to drink it with you right away. Your hand movement is wrong. If you grind it like that, it's not going to grind up very well. Try a different angle. Use the sharpest point and follow the seaweed's pattern. Control your rhythm and your breathing. Make your hand and your body one with the sea breeze that's brushing against your skin. And like that, one stroke it's shredded. All this for what? Seaweed booze? You are staring at me. Do you still want another go? Now that there's only one of you, it'll be over very quickly. No, I don't think I will. This is yours. This is my harp. Sheet metal found it. He saw you drop it outside last night. Oh, that's great. Singer, now we don't need to look for your harp. He brought it back to our house, and he told me to give it to you. That's all he said before he left. Thanks. Huh? Oh. Extreme. Huh? This melody. You were humming it while you were asleep last night. It's always in my head. Is that a song that you and your partner used to sing? We have a lot of songs like this back home. We sing as a way to talk to each other. When I have left, the singing was gone too. I'm all by myself. And this song is all that I have left. The start of the altars? Was Skadi altar the first? No, I thought it was it? What? No wonder this song sounds so sad. Singer, remember our promise. You got your heart back. Does that mean you can sing for us now? First gotcha altar. Oh, okay. We're all waiting, right, Grandma Petra? Grandma probably can't talk today. She would sing along with you if she could. Singer, Grandma wants to hear your song. Alright. Clad in her red dress, the wandering singer sits in the middle of the group. She closes her eyes as her fingers stroke the strings of her harp. The notes and the lyrics flow out from her naturally as she plunks away at her harp strings, permeating every corner of the rundown bar. The melody twists and expands in the air as though this is where it belongs. A hunter is walking on Seacoast Way. With homeland left a mile behind, his path lies ahead. From his forebears and children he was torn. Into the seas his lover was swept away, floating in the deep, dead. Lava altar does not exist. Hello, Gladia. I noticed a change in your expression. Did you feel something, perhaps? Nothing. Not a surprise, your reflexes are still rather slow. Look at the water before you. The fluctuation of the level, the frequency of the waves, and the movement of its luster. All of these are information. It'll be high tide soon. We should go. A hunter is walking on Seacoast Way. With homeland left a mile behind, they must lament and pray. There is no end to his path. The road ahead is shrouded in gray. She's singing. How could she sing in front of those people in this rundown house? And they are listening to her. The ones who hang their heads are still looking straight at the floor. The ones who don't speak are still as silent as ever. Her singing has no way to reach their cold, hard husks, but their eyes. Do they understand it somehow? A hunter is walking on Seacoast Way. The singer stops her fingers, but the harmony formed by her harp and voice together does not simply disappear because of that. It yet remains with the wanderer herself, creating an open seam in the thick dust. A few sprouts land in that crevice just as others begin to sprout from it. Grandma Petra? What's wrong? She fell asleep. She never sleeps so peacefully. Most of the time, she starts screaming the moment she closes her eyes, grasping at nothing. I thought she'd want to dance when she heard you sing. I mean, she's always chirping about how much she wants to dance. Drywall? I'm going to die. There's seawater in my eyes. It's salty. Not tasty at all. Well, are you crying? Crying. What's that? It's a kind of emotion that flows out from the deepest depths of your body. It is? I don't think I understand. Singer, I like your songs. You don't like to talk, but you have so much to tell when you are singing. Could you sing it again? I want to hear you talk about lots more. Pluck strings. The sea breeze envelops the singer's fingers and wafts into her nostrils. The smell here has changed. It's now high tide. It's high noon. Food. We'll have food again. To the beach. Priest. The masses rush outside. The melody of her song has stopped. Hey guys, this is your daily reminder to not eat the seaborn. Eating the seaborn never goes well. Oh, I recognize this tile set. It looks oddly familiar. I upgraded Morgan for the Glasgow gang, even though she contributes absolutely nothing at all. The beach is lined with food. The wishes of the masses have been answered by the sea. Fins, shells, edible. Yes, it's edible. More, more, more. I spilled some. Pick it up. Swallow it. More. Take them back. Take them back. More and more. Priest. Priest. They stop for a moment and look up at their brother. My brothers and sisters, enjoy your breakfast. This is a reward for our good deeds, because we prevailed against our hunger and illness. We become more faithful, more united, and more harmonious with one another. My guy, you look like a seaborn. Who has eyes like this? I'm surprised you don't ever get tired of putting on that show when you do it at practically every city you visit. Show? Hardly. It is a joy to share his greatness and benevolence with the unenlightened across the lands. They don't understand a word you just said. All of us are one and the same to the vast ocean. The bishop lovingly taps the arm of a man who is stuffing his mouth full with food. Come, dear brother, share these fins with your suffering brethren. You must understand, this small piece will grant him satisfaction, which will in turn enrich your soul. As for you, you must thank your brother. Thank him for giving you what could have been his. When the two of you stand together, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, you share your life with each other, and that makes you ever more powerful. Thank you, father and sir. Very good, dear child. The promise isn't between you and it, it's between them and it, with you as their intermediator. Promise? No, a promise is mutual. These suffering souls are far from able to satisfy the needs of the sea. The sea grants them their desires, and I help them so that their voices are heard. As you already count yourself as part of us, you must know the rules. Please forgive my negligence. There are certainly more suitable turns of phrase. You are using their flesh and blood to lay down the path to what it is you want within the chapel. Whichever the case, you don't need to show up here personally every time. How do you know what I want? It's hard not to become addicted to the pleasure of superiority. Nonsense. As the sea's most faithful creation, there is nary an ounce of falsehood to my position. I stand here because I wish to save them from the bottom of my heart. Without me, they would long have become a pile of rotten meat strewn across these lands. Disease and starvation. As long as we can fight against these tangible enemies, they are not our most difficult hardships. Our most difficult hardships come from the deepest parts of our souls. You can't see it. I am like waving my arms back and forth as if I'm preaching to a massive crowd. I don't know why. I really like doing the voices for like crazy cult leaders, because typically they have like the most like, because you can typically do like the really far off voice as if you believe in ethereal, you are of an ethereal plane, and it's really funny. When we find ourselves unable to fight these disasters, with destruction unavoidable, that is when we are faced with true hardship. How many towns like this are still standing in Iberia? This country's vast territory has long been unable to fulfill its people's needs. Nonetheless, they remain in their cramped flesh, either isolating themselves from one another or brawling. Well, it's admirable that you care so much about Iberia. You are wrong again. It is the suffering of the people that I care about, not the borders arbitrarily drawn on these lands. Isn't this in the nature of us all? Bound by the limitation of our flesh and blood, it's difficult for us to break away from our obsession with ourselves by our own means, and so we choose to fight, not to understand. If this goes on, even the strongest of individuals cannot escape defeat. Hardships engulf every corner. You've seen it yourself and wavered at the sight of that misery. Is this necessary? Perhaps I'm not telling you enough. The truth is always worth telling, whether the listener is as foolish as you or not. Perhaps we should treat this conversation as nothing more than a way to pass the time, seeing as we are working together. Well, your way with words is on another level. It's no wonder so many have found themselves enthralled by your words. You do not yet understand. I am most sincere. I ask nothing from them. I do not believe in the power of threats, either. I simply wish to point them towards a new possibility. Their body's weakness will forever limit their cognition. You think I am ensnaring their souls with words, but the truth is far from it. I am helping their hearts to hear the most basic needs of their bodies. The teachings of the sages can bring nothing but brief blind faith. The strength of the body is what grants them the right to see more. Some Bloodborne shit. There are creatures in the sea. They have no eyes, their bodies are minuscule, and they have no means of mobility. They can only drift with the tides. Is the ocean that they see so different from what we see? How do the creatures with no eyes grasp the holiness and profoundness of the sea? You and your colleagues never understood how and where, yet vile yet sturdy, your vile yet sturdy bodies came to be. Nor can you see how the weak struggle. Who then is the truly arrogant? Is it me, despite the fact I'm helping them? Or is it those believers of a false gods who, as the perils grow ever greater, use their words to turn true despair into false hope, to deceive and to control the pitiable weak? You know, it'd be funny if he was like just been like talking and like a girl and was like, or perhaps it's yes, I'm not doing that. Or perhaps it's you and your foolish cohorts who remain ever unwilling to face the vast sea bottoms. I'm sharing with them. Yeah, could you? This whole thing is like, you can't understand him. Claudia doesn't understand him this whole time. She's just hearing this like figure make like amalgamated noises. Eyes can see so that they may broaden their horizons and know they still have true hope. They may choose for themselves whether they will rot with the land or be reborn as one with the sea. Not only can this possibility save them from starvation and disease, it is also the sea's generosity for the land that insists on consuming. This is not a conquest, it's understanding, it's acceptance. I am pointing them in a new direction and giving them a better life. In the end, they will walk towards the truth just as I once did. This is my life's great work. Your false flesh has confined your soul and left you short-sighted. You cannot see true greatness. You shall be forgiven. Sounds like they're not the only ones obsessed. Phew. Singer, we almost missed out on this. There's so much food. Everyone's hungry and we finally have something to eat. 1, 2, 3. I'll bring these back and grind them up so I can make soup for Grandma Petra with them. We'll have this for dinner tonight. Sound good, Bench? No, don't eat them like that. The shells are too hard. They'll break your teeth. We have to boil them until they're soft before we can eat them. Singer, why don't you take some too? Singer? What are you standing there for? Skadi simply stares at the man named Drywall. He is on his knees, eating all that he can see on the beach. His eyes are red, his tears have already dried up. He is starving, and so is everyone here. Skadi lets go of the girl. The girl's eyes are sparkling. She cannot wait to join the crowd of feeding people. How hungry. Slow down, brother. This is all yours. Look around you. All this will be yours in the end. Now, open your heart. Accept yourself. Embrace others. Learn to be trusting and learn to sacrifice. The fighting has long come to an end, and the hardships will cease. Let us stand together. Our souls, flesh, and belief will grow strong, just like this eternal ocean under our feet. Please allow me to keep my distance. Oh? I've been having certain digestion issues. I'm afraid I might not be able to hold it. I'll throw up in your face. Gladia's like, yeah, I'm sick of you. You're actually kind of garbage. Brother, you dropped your seashell. Let your brother hold on to it. Interesting. You must be in a good mood today, given your choice of words. Whatever you say. The message from the sea has you excited. You can wait for our celebration no longer. Then go. Find her. Find your old friend and share this joy with her. Wait, Skadi? Is this your old friend? Found you. Skadi quickly makes it through the crowd. Her eyes are fixated on a single person. That person appears as though she is waiting for her as well. What are you doing? Shh. Come, look at him. Do you smell it? Skadi takes out a seashell. With the seashell in her hand, she dashes towards Gladia. Gladia remains calm and unflinching. She seems to have expected this. The seashell stabs her hand, leaving no marks at all. Your stance isn't elegant enough. Let me show you. Gladia presses the seashell against Skadi's chest, pushing her up against the wall. This would be kinky if this wasn't a seaborn event. How many times have we danced together, Skadi? Twice? Maybe thrice. You are a good dance partner. Where is she? You care about her. Should I not? She is rather safe for the moment. Proof? I didn't know you were in the market for something so pointless. This is making me think that your time on land has ruined your nose, Hunter. Your whole body reeks. Trust me, I want to vomit far more than you do right now. She's with you, alright. Looks like your nose hasn't gone completely bad. Fortunately, it seems you haven't quite fallen to the level of those land-born cubs just yet. At the very least, you haven't come crying to me, asking me why I would take her away and what I am doing here. Asking questions have never been a way of solving things. Not for us. Us? I don't even know if you're still one of us. Looks like you have a lot of questions on your mind. If you aren't sure, you might want to think twice about picking a fight. Otherwise, you'd just be giving your enemy an opportunity. You are not my target. Then what did you come all this way for? Don't you already know? You've been looking for her, but will your doubts really go away when you finally find her? Her memory's shut. She can't tell me much. Take a look at yourself. You're barely better than being locked in a cage. You may not be working for me anymore, but let me teach you one more thing. Remember this, a hunter chases her prey because she must hunt it down. Chasing blindly will bring you only emotional comfort. Are you so weak now that you are chasing after these phantom illusions, Skadi? How long has it been since you danced? You've walked too much. Your skin is very dry. Have you forgotten the proper rhythm for your breathing? Let me ask you again, what are you here for? Skadi looks at the bishop. The bishop stands only a short distance away. He looks at Skadi as well, his gaze piercing through the crowd. Skadi tightens her grip on her box. A courteous and gentle smile appears on the bishop's face. He points in a direction and gestures invitingly. Not gonna make your move? I thought you two were together. I don't really care. Doesn't seem like I can say that much about you, though. You're the one who needs that weight off your shoulders, not me. One by one, the inhabitants walk up to the bishop with food still in their arms. They greet the bishop as though he is truly their brother and friend. Just like a normal afternoon in your average Iberian town, Skadi slowly lets go. Stop with these mysteries. Who is he? I could tell you, but would you believe me? He's Ulpianus. Skadi looks at the chapel on the top of the hill. Beneath it, the bishop is waving goodbye to the inhabitants. Ooh. Slowly, careful not to trip. Did you hear that? The sound of the waves. Thump, 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 just like our heartbeats. The food you eat and the water you drink are all gifts from the sea. My brothers and sisters, do you feel the energy in you surging throughout your body and onto your heart? Embrace the vastness before you. This is your hopeful rebirth. Yeah, okay. Skadi looks at the people on shore. The crowd has started to disperse. The girl has a basket full of seafood. At last, she looks up from the ground and begins to search for someone on the empty shore. Huh? Where's the singer? I took my eyes off her for just a moment. She disappeared again. Oh well, she knows the way back. She's probably looking for a friend again. Let's go, Bench. Let's bring the food back. Oh, Bench, I want to sing. Let's sing together. Do you remember the song the singer sang? It's okay if you don't. I mean, you don't know how to talk. How about I sing it for you? With homeland left a mile behind. Yeah. His path lies ahead. Ah. Why are you stopping me? You think it's terrible, don't you? I don't think so, too. I think so, too. Of course, I can't sing as well as the singer. But if I keep at it, I will get better, right? His path lies ahead. I'm sorry. Every time we're in this scene, I'm getting really distracted by this section right here. Also because of the fucking butt fangs. That was coined by a VTuber at Realcore, but like just this gap is crazy. I need to go now. If I don't get it going, he will be suspicious. Captain, what are you planning? Is it a teammate you're looking for? Why didn't you say so? Or is it an enemy you want? If you were my enemy, you would have killed me when I tried to kill you with the seashell just now. Gladia shakes her head. You need to understand what it is that you want first. A hesitant hunter can't spot traps and will only find herself the prey of others. Is that what you want? Oh my god, we're still not in the stage yet. Singer, your eyes seem a little different. When you looked at us before, it felt no different from when you looked at the monsters from the sea. But now you are willing to teach me how to make seaweed alcohol, and you sing for us. Of course you are different from the monsters. Monsters would keep pestering me to sing for them. Monsters can't even speak. Most of the time, they are dirty and dumb and know nothing other than to eat. So will those monsters from the sea eat us? If they are hungry, they will. So they come ashore for the same reason we go out to sea. They're looking for things to eat. Are you sympathizing with them? Going hungry is tough. I don't think that's how the ones who get eaten see it. Right, I don't want to be eaten by the monsters like this either. I've never thought about it before, but now, I want to listen to your songs just a little longer. I want to teach Benj how to sing too, just like how Grandma taught me so many things. In that case, you need to live as long as your grandmother. Yep, at the very least, I'm not worried about anything right now. And that's because, Singer, you're still here. You will help us and fight off these monsters like bam, bam, bam. How is she not comatose? How is boiling the seashells and like boiling the food prevent her from being like absolutely infected, or what is this? Bloody has left. Skadi looks down at the sea. Oh my god. Unlike the dead silence of the day before, its waters are filled with living creatures. They cling on to each other and pile on top one another. The creatures at the very top stretches out its limb. I wonder if it's because she's fucking yeah, how's the child not infected? The creature, it camouflages itself as part of the sea waves, while striking the shore's reefs with each beating wave. Atop the hill, the chapel doors are wide open. The people ashore have already gone home. The monsters of the sea, eyeless as they may be, merely stare at the sight. Not a reef breaker! My heartbeat is getting faster. It isn't just her heartbeat. She looks at her hands and sees something that only the eyes of a hunter can see. Unable to withstand the impact of her blood flow, her skin is trembling at high speed. What? The off-key singing reverberates in her eardrums, all while the odor of the sea irritates her nostrils. I see. Right. I'm still a hunter. A hunter chases her prey, and a hunter hunts her prey. But abyssal hunters dance atop the fangs and claw of their fallen prey. A hunter who has lost her partner is naturally lonely and despondent. She is a hunter herself and not the kind after bounties. Running away any further would be meaningless. What she must do now is to turn around and join the hunt. They are the ones who should be afraid. It is only now that Skadi has finally forgiven herself. She dashes towards the sea terror-filled tides. There is a stench. A stench lingers in the air of the chapel. And now it's seaborn time. Yeah, how do we go from anorexia to protector? What is this shit?
You people, I don't think I'll even remember your faces after this one. Anyway, let's just get started.
I have to get serious now.
Arrived at designated position. Treatment target sighted. Roar. No matter what trouble we're in, I'll
Because we
face
ate
together
fish.
with all of you.
We have consumed the almighty fish. None will pass.
I've got a way to treat you here. I've got a way to treat you here.
Oh god, it's the big one. No, not like this. You stay away. Oh, it's that motherfucker.
I've got a way to treat you here. So this is about
I need the regen. Not the eggs.
Will not be tolerated.
Go, Zolid, knock it out.
It shall drive out the darkest night.
Oh my god, Perfumer's not having a good time.
sown bare weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Ow, ow, ow.
Got a way to treat
Stop,
them.
stop it, egg. None of that. No more egg.
わか
Mission accomplished.
God, I hate the eggs. That should take care of it, I think. We should have enough for me, Grandma, and Bench. Oh, and the singer too. She will come back, right? We can't let her go hungry. We still have some... We can put the rest in the box. It's damage-based, attack them slower? Fuck. Uncle Fireplace, you want... But all of my troops are designated around Burst. Come on. Uncle Fireplace, you want some? Okay, I can give you some first. Whoa, I think that's seaweed on your arm. Let me have it. I'll make the seaweed alcohol the singer taught me to make. Huh? Where did Bench go? I only took my eyes off for a moment. Makes children noises. A red-clad figure appears before him. Ah, songs. Stop grabbing. This is yours. Wow, stop chewing it. It's not something you can eat. Wood frame, wood frame. Don't call her. Yeah, give her my harp, will you? Tell her... No, I guess you can't talk. This isn't a goodbye. I'll go ask a question, then I'll tell her myself. Skadi looks at the chapel overlooking the town. She knows how to get her to her destination. Hello, forehead. I'm so mean to Irene. Hi, Inquisitor. Are we planting explosives at the hill right now? That is correct. On another note, I saw someone entering the chapel. She looks very much like that outsider we met before. So, hi, Inquisitor. Who is she? An Aegir. I heard she fought the Sea Terrors. I'm surprised there are others who not only know about these monsters, but specialize in fighting them as well. If we blow up the chapel, will she be affected? If we don't strike the evil at its root, even destroying this place won't accomplish anything. Is that so? So we still have to find out who caused this phenomenon? And you don't know who it is yourself, High Inquisitor? You may not ask anything that has nothing to do with the mission. Okay, bozo. Understood. Also, while I'm aware you don't mind, I have to say this nonetheless. The load-bearing structure of this block probably won't withstand the intensity of the explosion. The southern half of the city may crumble any moment, and the inhabitants here still don't know anything about this. Proceed. I want to evacuate the inhabitants. I mean, to you, they may seem peculiar and problematic, and also things that need to be cleansed. Inquisitor, tell me, what is your responsibility? Yes, for Iberia's prosperity, for Iberia's defense, and for Iberia's orderliness and integrity, I shall raise my sword and my light. In that case, you must lay down your judgment for these men. You want me to lay down judgment? To sentence them to death? Hi, Inquisitor, when was the last time you listened to a song? Your records have all gone bad, haven't they? Your player has been gathering dust for a long time, too. I heard that song. I heard the song that Aegir was singing for these people. That's the kind of song that Iberia should have had. Before we kill them, I want to know the truth, just like you were trying to find who is behind this. Perhaps they will still mutate, but when that time comes, I will cleanse them myself, but I would like to evacuate them right now. Hi, Inquisitor. If I have your permission, I will evacuate everyone right away. Is that your decision? I don't know. Irene, you are not just laying down decisions for those you see in front of you. Your decisions affect much more. By sentencing the monsters to live, you also sentence the citizens to die. Hold on, give me a second. I understand. I've already made decisions like this one countless of times. Your judgment can mitigate disasters or portend ill omens. You may kill hundreds merely to save one. I understand that, sir. What's at stake behind this deal? The clashes between morals and scriptures? I understand it all. That isn't what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you, Irene, is if you can truly bear this responsibility. If you bring them great pain, then you too must bear this pain as well, and it will be far graver than the sins you inflict on others combined. Do you have the courage? Will your beliefs remain steadfast when your heart is tormented? If you fail, are you certain you can stay unflinching when you witness the outcome of your decision? I can take it, and I won't waver. That's what I've been doing all along ever since I joined the Inquisition. I can do it. If what I do proves to be wrong, then let me receive the proper punishment. This is something I must do. High Inquisitor, Very well. This will do. Do your duty, Inquisitor. Yes, High Inquisitor. I will evacuate the local inhabitants right away. Also, the explosives left in the cabinet should be enough to level the whole of Salviento. That's right. So, if it comes to it, I will override your judgment. Right. I'll get going now. It would blow up your prodigy? Your pupil? Irene dashes off like the wind. The High Inquisitor stands tall and unmoving, just like the reefs next to the sea. It is only when the Inquisitors have doubts in their hearts that they have the chance to seek out the answer. However, for a young woman who has experienced little of the world's ugly side, or its mirages, she needs to be hammered and tempered. She needs to fail to crumble. She must first suffer. She must first abandon her unrealistic aspirations before she can truly be indomitable. What the fuck? Wait. Who is it? Hello, High Inquisitor. Hello, ex-wife. Oh, look who's here. Welcome, wandering singer.
Dude,
what is Kaltsa doing here? Oh. Wife jump scare. Under the roaring waves, a fierce battle dyed the entire ocean red. When she came to, she deemed herself the sole survivor. She was wrong. Now, quick, come in, come in. I knew that you would make it here. Dude, that means we have 2 yappers in this event. The Bishop and Kultsit. How? What can I say? No need. Do you carry that case everywhere you go, wandering singer? Yes. Then would you mind if I asked another question? Go ahead. What is inside this case? A saxophone. Ah, very well. A saxophone. A wind instrument. Quite good. May I have the fortune to hear it? Music. This city has not heard music for a swath of years. Oh no, beg pardon. I realize a sudden that a wandering singer takes coin for her song. This does stump me. You see, I cannot offer. I fear I cannot proffer. I cannot proffer much tip to speak of. Yet look at this old building. Taking care of it is quite the challenging task, where currency stands for little here. None will collect it and none will use it. But I can spare energy to prepare you a luncheon. Wandering singer, what say you? Would you will to perform a little something or other? It is in my power at least to invite you to eat your fill, though it may not be any gourmet delicacy. I see you are fallen silent. Ah, might I guess, you prefer dance rather than song. You see, you're wearing a dancer's dress. You are talented. It has been too long since we last had a friend with such brilliant luster as you. Sickening. If you want to listen to something, you can let me sing for now. I came to ask a question. The person standing by you probably knows. I don't think you can escape the issue anymore. Were my people here and you once familiar? We naturally were. I was not asking you. Gladia turns her head away and does not speak further. We aren't. Oh? Because I have no idea now if this person is the one I originally knew. Oh. This too is normal. All people may change. Seawater beats against dry land and can turn the coast into sand given time. So, your arrival, was it not her who wielded it? Wasn't it you who wanted me to come? Were it merely my bidding, you would not show here, correct? I am only a stranger. I simply ask, did she will you to come or not? She didn't. I came on my own. You are not lying. I can hear when lies are told, but you are honest. You keep asking, and I still haven't said anything. How can you be this obnoxious? Be calm, singer. Shut the fuck up, like. It was not my intention. A little prudence does us all good. Then my turn to ask. This city's people have great trust in you, but what happens on the seashore is absolutely not normal. Scrap begging, sea terrors, the ocean. Where are you from? You know something, don't you? What have you and her hidden from me? Ah, yes, indeed. I know a good deal more than others. Indeed, I know of one who wants to meet you. Meet me, since I'm a wandering singer. The one who cares for music is me. Though it may invite some disbelief, the one wanting to meet you is not me. It is a friend of mine. I bid you here on his request. Who? He wants to meet me? Come with me. You shall know when you see him. After all, you have a friend here too. You wish to meet her, do you not? The bishop's tone makes light of it, but Skadi remains calm. The hunter secretly grips the case's handle tight. Only fruits of progress in material science and Rhodes Island earnestly investing vast funds are to thank right now that she does not crush the handle of this specialized saxophone case apart. Please, in here. As for you, come too. The time for your reward too is come. Dude, Blag, shut up. I know what you're gonna type. Skadi glances at Gladia briefly and does not say much. Skadi follows over to the figure of the bishop, unsure as to why she's felt the whole time that the bishop has a very odd gait, like his legs are lame or his joints are missing. The three descend the stairs. Shockingly, below the chapel's graves lies a cave, the staircase winding downwards by its wall, circling and circling as if walking into some colossus's esophagus. Without a ray of light, they feel through the path on pure sense, at risk of falling into the abyss at any time. Regretfully, I will not light a lamp, but this should pose you no trouble, should it? Yeah, this is SV2. This is like the second story node. I have heard wandering singers to be quite agile by and large. Neither city nor barons are too friendly, and those going afar easily come to suffer. One must learn the basics of protecting themselves. Wealth cannot buy music, and yet music can serve as wealth. So long as a fine song is sung, the one will not starve wherever they go. I used to yearn greatly for that sort of life. Or SV8. Sorry, yeah, SV8. Likely because I am no good at what it demands. Once I sit down root somewhere, it is very hard for me to up and leave again. Sorry, I thought SV2 meant like the second story node. Like the second long-winded story node. I didn't realize that it was the second node. The bishop seems to talk in soliloquy because the two, SV ST2. Okay, maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Because the two others utter not a word while descending. Big cave. We are here. Don't tell me where. Correct. On the seafloor. Led deep and deeper by the staircase, they finally set foot on flat ground. Even Skadi feels challenged to breathe in the sealed-off damp until they emerge into a shaft of light, and the open scene before them reinvigorates the hunters. The massive karst cave is filled with twisted equipment. From a hidden place above, daylight illuminates as it penetrates the ocean, permeates the cave, the faint blue making it where it lies clear. How could this be? Hello? Oh, it's Spectre. What are you doing in water? Spectre's body floats in a vat of water, as if dead or perhaps sound asleep. Untold thoughts flash through Skadi's head. Why is she here? Did Gladia do this? What if Spectre is dead? How could Gladia allow Spectre to die? Could she truly be? And that is your friend, isn't it? You are called Skadi. I have not been the one following your affairs. They have handled you very well. Especially the ones by your side. They have handled it all well, letting you uphold your mental state under such emotions. Skadi's eyes open wide. What? They have had no time to attend to you lately, but by the humble grace of your leader here, you have come practically as a gift to me. Skadi turns in anger to Gladia, but finds no one behind her. Gladia, you son of a bitch! Gladia is already pacing for the bishop, her step free of concern in its lightness. The speed she takes pride in, the speed rumored amongst the Abyssal hunters, seems to be in this silent single step. I am surprised you stepped forth first and not that minstrel. What are you waiting for? Why did you not kill me before? Would you be so stupid? You unhallowed things and your eternal condition. Your fine sense of ego expressed without meaning. Would you be just as unconcerned if this experiment, her life, vanished here? Confirming your results gave you confidence. Your satisfaction grinned in your words, and yet you wouldn't let me see where you took her. I imagine you cannot let her die yet. Out of us few, I'm sure her life is the one you place the most importance on. I've destroyed your experiment grounds. To little surprise, it was your doing. Spectre is highly valuable. Out of all the Originium infection tests you've conducted on the Abyssal Hunters, only this one specimen tells the tale. Oh, she's infected! The original sin of terrestrial low-life beasts can be affected upon those unholy body of yours. Is it not so very interesting? The looks on Skadi and Gladius's faces both change. Although, I must say you have wrought too much damage on the site we three are in, having committed so much refined, liquefied Originium, having applied Ager technology, all of it, never to be seen again. She is highly valuable indeed. My one mystery is how she fends against an Originium infection of such scope. Her spinal cord, diluted, would be enough to infect a small country. Jesus! That is a lot of Originium! Things have changed now. Thank you for placing her in my hands, unhallowed thing. I will lead the other two. I will discover all your final secrets. I will prove my own success, my research, our enemy's secrets, as well as weaknesses. You will lead off by dying here. Skadi covertly applies her strength. Her puzzlement and irritation towards Gladia pale completely to her present anger at the bishop. Given one chance, this originator of evil will be shattered and flesh-pasted. Just one chance. That's a lot of damage. My sparing your life testified. You are that person, one and the same. I've already executed those not worth sparing. As it's proven how you, them, and this experiment are all implicated, you need not be alive any longer. The Church of the Deep. You're from the Church of the Deep. Did I permit you to address me so? You're good at hiding. Each one of you is alike. You'll say anything and everything. Was Spectre also driven to derangement by your indoctrination and torture? Those people outside, you exploited them. Are they experiments to you? Have all the people cast into the sea been sacrifices for your tests? Impudent. The bishop's figure seems to enlarge some. He may truly be angered. The ocean's almsgiving is no manner of exploitation. It is salvation. I could concern myself none with them, and they would die. The ocean gives them food, giving those unwilling to live the freedom to live on in rebirth. A cold shudder runs through Skadi. Sea terrors. Sea terrors. They become sea terrors. How could you unhallowed things hope to understand? Enough, Bishop. Have I ever shown care for your objective before? If you remember anything false, I'll invite you to forget it immediately. Your disgraceful conduct defies description. The only thing I mind is how much further your toxin might drift. This is far enough. You believed bringing one more would let you topple me with ease. You and your kind alike are so self-confident, so stupid. I know that some of you chose to become sea terrors already. I fear that won't serve as a trump card, even if you can become seaborn. Skadi suddenly registers that the scent of a seaborn has drawn near. Moreover, it's not the bishop. Captain! Skadi leaps forward, but the seaborn is already too close to Gladia. Much too close. Oh, Gladia, no! With her speed, Gladia is able to dodge before the sound even crosses. Before anything, it requires Gladia and 10 to dodge. Oh my god, she's getting fucking cock-queened. Gladia had not even been aware. Jesus Christ. Gladia. His request was this, and so I did. Rest. Skadi, having witnessed the instant the monster impaled Gladia, now watches as it extracts its limb, leaves Gladia to crumble, ruined. A trap. This was a trap. Skadi had long readied herself to confront a seaborn, but why did Gladia not notice it? Did she allow herself to underestimate the enemy? Or did what happened to Spectre destroy her calm? Who is the hunter and who is the hunted? Moreover, how could a seaborn? Isharmla. Why? Why did Gladia choose to make a move here? She could have just said something to Skadi and two of them would have easily had killed the bishop. Can this bishop truly not a monster? Was the scent she smelled the whole time the seaborn and not the bishop? Why is this thing in front of her? Or what is this thing in front of her? Is it a sea terror? The bishop's transformation? A seaborn? If it is one of her unendingly long despised enemies, why can it talk? Isharmla, I wanted to meet you. Skadi does not speak. Her hand reaches for her case as she watches for the seaborn's first move. Its first possible movement. Life and death are an instant apart. She wants the monster dead. Countless years buoyant, countless years roving, countless lived and died. Tch, idiotic unhallowed. If the herald did not request you, all you unholy things would have been dead on the beach long ago. Bastard. Herald, put an end to this problem. Watching these people encroach on our ocean has always sickened me. Are you that eager to attack them? How many of our kind have these things killed? These mixed breeds brought about by Ager? Could it be you are not one? Then I will finish asking this question first. Isharmla, my sister. What? Sister, right now you are not coherent of where you came from. I come from Ager, monster. I'm your natural enemy. You are not coherent. Then let me tell you the truth of things. You are we. What? What? No. No. What flows through you is our blood. Skadi has wondered so many times. Skadi knew she had some connection to them, but she blamed every last part upon the scars the final battle left on her. But she smells it. She knows it. She hears it. She recognizes it. Liar. Herald, you. What? Isharmla, your blood is our blood. Your bodies were, and then our blood entered. I have innumerous bloodkin. They meet you, they die. They smell your scent, just as you smell our scent. They believe their fellow kin are trapped under your skins. They bite at your hide and flesh regardless of the danger, wishing to release their own kin from your vesicles. They have not prepared themselves, and they have not at that point the organs to realize with. You are not trapping kin within your bodies. You are our kin. Isharmla, you are we. It is as if the Seaborn's words carry some magical power. Skadi's cacophonous train of thought returns to the past, when she and the other hunters executed sea terrors together, and the thicker the stench of blood, the more excited they became, the fiercer their movements, their bodies responding to their same blood. Wait, so Abyssal hunters are have seaborn blood running through their bodies. Jesus. I will wake you. You will recall that sensation. Aegir bodies are frail and things pass too quickly. I will help you seek it out. Stop, stop! But yet you wish to know. I know you wish to know. Skadi wishes to know. Skadi wishes to know just what she is in the end. She wishes to know why she must suffer so much misfortune. You killed us, Aegir, and now you intend... You kill us, Aegir, and now you intend on being related to me? My blood and your blood are identical. You smell my scent exactly as we smell your scent. You find us, kill us. When we do not understand, we kill you too. We feed the ocean. Our bodies have provided for the ocean. Isharmla, we possess the same home. Losing your mind to fish. IS-3 is losing your mind to fish. Jesus. You killed my family. It was you who killed my mother, my grandmother, my little sister. Skadi wishes to know. No, we wouldn't. We do not go to Aegir cities. So many cities, all destroyed by you. Those cities are on our territory. Even in the hinterland cities of Aegir, you still hunt people. No, no. We would not do that. Those who die in the cities are unable to provide for the many. The Aegir attack us, we attack the Aegir. There is no difference. Those in your territory die by those in your territory's doing. Lies. Lies. I wish to know what lies means. Liar, too, you said earlier. I wish to know. Skadi is unable to move. Skadi seems to have touched upon the Seaborn's thought. The Seaborn's message flows directly from its scent into the waters of her mind. She made you this, of course, she... No, Isharmla. The barrier between you and we is too strong. You have no way to pass on your ideas to we. For you to know what we think, that is enough. My body has grown, is able to speak, is able to communicate with you. Language is bloated, not easy to use. I can only talk this way, but this way you are able to tell me. Isharmla, I came to meet you. Skadi knows from every part of the sum of all of it. Skadi knows. The Seaborn would not lie. I and you are not. You often feel the creatures around you are unfamiliar to you. When you travel, you are able to sense the direction of seawater and know much of what happens in the unlit ocean. At times you sleep, you feel you are swimming with we many. Skadi's blood is already boiling. How could this be? How could this be? Skadi understands. Skadi sympathizes. Skadi and the other hunters whisper. Skadi and the other hunters are all monsters. Why did you have to tell me this? Why did you have to say this? She is a monster. She murders her own kind. She, for her own kind, murders her own kind. She, by her own kind, murders her own kind. The eyes of the people in the streets are filled with warmth. They don't know anything. The eyes from the research institutes and in the tents are filled with ice. When the hunters sleep, there are patrollers guarding. No, those aren't guards. That night patrol doesn't serve the hunters. The patrollers are waiting for the hunters to become monsters. And she sees, she has seen. The sisters of hers ate Aegir, chewing the bones, corners of her mouth torn, up until the captain had her killed. Her nerves have been infected by sea terrors. It may be that some kind of sea terror has become part of her body. We can't save her. No. This was because she no longer regarded Aegir as her kin. She returned to her home. You have remembered. Skadi is sunken into a black still sea. Her escape and defense were all meaningless. Her past and future were all meaningless. She is a sea monster. This is some Bloodborne writing. What the fuck? Sea terror, seaborn. Aside from her, anyone and everyone probably knew. Sea monster. And she has already committed the gravest sin. If she is a sea monster, if her brothers and sisters are here, then she recalls that which did not resist. She calls to mind its tentacles softly folding over its own skin. I killed it. I killed her. I killed him. The bishop is in disarray, his questions now answered. His self-esteem and spite intermingle, yet he is unable to undo the truth that comes from the seaborn's mouth. It cannot be. Why did we never before? Why could we never before see it? Why could we not find out? The wound that found its way through Gladia's chest is still gurgling with fresh blood, yet in spite of it, her heart has not yet stopped pulsing. Isharmla, I have a question to ask, Isharmla. Lift your head up. Mechanically, Skadi raises her face and stares at the life form in front of her, calling itself her own brother, her eyes vacant. Look at that face. That's a prime disgusted face. I killed it. You did not. I killed their god. I killed their Genesizoic. I killed our Genesizoic. I killed him. He did nothing, and I still... Even my little sister was an Aegir. An Aegir! All killed by the Aegir. My sister, my mother, my grandmother. My years of revenge were mistaken from the very beginning. I never knew. All this, everyone, killed by the Aegir. The Church of the Deep. The Aegir. The seaborn does not lie. Sin? My sin, Isharmla, do not feel misgiving. We have no sin. You only did what you were able to do, Isharmla. We can act without sin. But I acted for Aegir. We killed so many. The stench of blood gushes against the throat. Is it a sense of guilt? Not at all. Skadi is simply at a loss. She suddenly realizes the force that supported her for all these years, the impetus that led her to assume such vast suffering, has disappeared. All she has done, empty, void. For all of Aegir, Skadi isn't one to present so loftily. Finding a justification for herself is little else but consolation. Aegir. How did Aegir even look up on the Abyssal Hunters? Just what am I? What exactly have I lived? All of everything and the reckless death-defying me of back then. How are they all even related? What am I even doing? The Seaborn's unmatured words pull her back to reality. If such violent vertigo and profound anxiety can amount to reality. You believe you are an Aegir, so you are right to kill. You regard the others as your bloodkin, so you do so. We do not know, and we attack you, and you do so, you are right. Why? Isharmla. Only Aegir, the scaleless, the finless, your language contains sin. To survive is always right. So, you have no wrong, so you can speak of anything you know. We have no want or will, only speak and do not speak. I may ask questions. Speak. In the end, this question has come. Skadi does not want to speak, but in her flows seaborn blood, flows the truth. Could Aegir be ignorant of who it was that murdered all of her family? If there truly are seaborn that enter cities, could it really have been only her family who were hurt? Isharmla, under your contact we lost our contact with it, or under your attack, our ever close contact. We can only sense its pulse, we cannot hear its voice. The last time you swam together, the last time you attacked together was then. Yes, she knows it clearly herself. Yes. In the end, only she alone was left. They tore the monstrous many to shreds, opened the sky, charged into the dark. All the Abyssal Hunters came out at full force. All her colleagues' lives were bled off under the soles of her feet. All the battles were fought for that one instant. The instant she staked life and stabbed. The sea monsters and the hunter's blood almost led the ocean to rot, death settling to the point where no life could ever be born anew. She saw him sink under. Before that, she saw that the colossal eyeball staring right at her. She felt something had connected with her own consciousness. She sensed her skin go so tart, her vision ears splitting, and she smelt a pain. and she so much felt as she had already gone mad. But she was so lucid. To live is lucid. Because he began to speak. And so, when it once again sunk into sleep before you, did you hear it as it spoke? Skadi's blood is already near to the point of burning away in her body. Skadi knows the answer. She knows. She planned to leave this secret lie until her death. But yet, he spoke. The hardship we suffer is ever present. Skadi is not in time to say these words. The last fiber of resistance in Skadi's heart drives her to blink incessantly. She sees one glimpse of Gladia clambering up from her pool of blood. Gladia? How? You, Herald! Ah, only next time. Gladia knows she should have dodged the last. Gladia did not act to dodge it. His bodily fluids audibly clog. Gladia. Gladia, you are so sturdy. Gladia. Trash. I want to give you a single scrap of courtesy. The hunted should behave and scream wretched in their traps. You are the hunted here, trash. The lance slides once again, in a single instant cutting a great wound open upon the seaborn's body. Its fluids dribble out, corroding Gladia's arm, but her wounds likewise heal rapidly, extremely so. Sister, your signal's transmission, so dense. Emotion, hatred, how could the hunted understand? Love, hate, pain, sorrow, joy, contentment, all are worthless in your eyes. You think these are dregs, and that they are unnecessary, superfluous, don't you? We have none of what you speak of. Then you have even less hope of understanding us. Trash. We would rather the superfluous within us and want to live on that way. We are not you. Gladia. Emotion. Truly, such strong emotion. You can't even hope to sing. Die now. Why? How could this be? Why was her body able to recover from such grievous injury? With force, Gladia pulls her lance from the seaborn's body, leaps to Skadi's front, landing as though floating. Gladia has struggled free, or perhaps she knows that if she didn't, the seaborn would have crushed her in the next second, no matter its intent. Violently, she draws her lance horizontal. Though the seaborn doesn't wish to, the bishop surely wants to kill Skadi, and she, Gladia, an Abyssal Hunter captain, has a duty to protect her own hunters. Well, it doesn't matter that she's not part of her own company. In the sea of her mind, a breadth of thoughts fly past like lightning, and yet not one considers her own injured state, because it is entirely enough now. This body's current condition suffices for her to kill off anyone. The seaborn's body is jerking, convulsing, his regenerated flesh bracing his frame. Blood constantly pours fresh from Gladia's wounds. Skadi's veins and arteries bulge from her head to toe. She cannot break free of the awareness and the tremendous nervous signals that the seaborn brought to her. The ocean is serenely wide and vast, its sons and daughters delighting in both the roles of hunter and hunted. Jesus Christ. That was a lot. SV8. A beautiful monster is a monster, nevertheless. A human monster is a monster, nevertheless. Oh, so this is where this level comes from. Oh. It has crystalline components. Nice. Mixed breeds. You mixed breeds! Herald, what is the meaning of this? Why are they still alive? What of theirs is worth sparing? You must have realized they were nothing like you when they slaughtered our bloodkin. You are a holy being, and they are mere filth. Very flexible, eh? We hacked away at your kind with cold weapons so as to not expose you to our technology. That way, you will never become something we can't deal with. But I guess I overestimated. You don't seem very sensitive at all. Can't even adjust this much? Looks like you can't adapt to blades forged by Aegir technology, am I right? Herald, she is insulting you! Bishop, oh, dude, this bishop's a fucking nerd. Bishop, oh Bishop, can't you tell? Yes, I am confident I can kill you, and I could have done so right from the start. Ugh. Brother, why won't you accept them? They are my sisters, and so they are your sisters too. I can rouse you, Sharmla, and of course Skadi too. Just because your brothers swam for the shallow seas, you no longer recognize them as your brothers. You haven't even looked back once. But our tribe cares. No, this is nonsense. So you believe every single word in that good book you're holding. Let me remind you, Bishop, but you too are spreading heresy in full view of the Iberians. It doesn't matter to me one bit what this thing tells me, but you are from the Church of the Deep. Perhaps you should be taking notes. Kill them, Harold, do it! The crimes are grave and unforgivable. They spout blasphemy against you and the sea. If that is your wish, then I shall do it. It doesn't matter to you at all, does it? It doesn't matter I ask this of you. You said to yourself you will kill them. Yes, it doesn't matter to me. Then kill the wandering singer first. Kill the one in the red dress. Trash. If I tell you to kill the person behind you, the bishop who's dressed like a strand of kelp, will you do it? Yes. Because he is my kin, and so are you. He calls out to me, and so do you. Ah, humans. Ager are vile and hideous, aren't they? Admit it, Bishop. We are all foolish, Ager, and we like to apply what we think to low-life beasts. You don't understand it at all. You mixed blood! Well, if all you want is to protect us, why not refuse? Refuse? How do I refuse? Enough. Looks like you are indeed a lowlife. That's about as deep as you can swim. But listen up, trash. I won't ask you to kill the weakling behind you. You're prey. Who would beg prey to do something? You want to hurt her? You will listen to his suggestion and kill Skadi, my hunter? You don't need that answer anymore, do you? I have other ways, even with her dead. As long as there's a way, it doesn't matter to me. Hey, Wrench, thanks for the red. But you told me to refuse. Way too soon. Spit. Whatever. If you have your heart set on killing her, you must first go through me. Now, Gladia, whether you get to live and whether your flesh will continue to function, this is for you to decide. And let us decide that by hunting each other. Each other. Yes, we will prey on each other. You will prey on me and I will prey on you. Kin. Mobile City. What the fuck are these?
I don't think I'll even remember your faces after this one. Anyway, let's just get started.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow.
Oh, it activates the drone. Oh, I'm sorry, little drone. Oh, I've completely blocked off that drone. Whoops. Oh well.
Everyone, focus on fighting. Just leave treatment to me. Everyone, hang in there.
And I fucked up the placement.
It's too bad we didn't win, but I won't let it discourage me.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta fix my placement here. Oh, I see how this is meant to be done.
Good scenery here, Doctor. We're counting on you again today, little apple. 祝福があらんことを。ご命令を全員が指先に集まる。
Okay, so that thing walks there. Okay, now I can start blocking.
Everyone, focus on fighting. Roar. 弓を引いて、狙いを定めて。I have to get serious now. Everyone, hang in there.
Yeah, I see the egg too.
The situation, such violence will not be tolerated.
I'll plant you into the soil to grow. 全員が指先に集まる。
Do I guess thorns here?
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。
No matter what
Oh, I lost my regen.
Such violence will not be tolerated.
どの矢を弦の振動を感じて。
Be gone, egg. No egg.
弓を引いて。
What the fuck is that? Oh god, Zola.
どの矢を弦の振動を感じて。Get around, guys. Everyone, hang in there. 集中。弦には3つの選択を。
Oh my god.
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。Mission accomplished.
I said be gone, egg. I don't know what you, oh, I forgot Eggy. Gladius pierced through the seaborn's body once again. The seaborn is about to die. The seaborn does not turn its face towards the bishop. The bystanders have no idea whether the seaborn actually had eyes, but Skadi can feel the monster's gaze. At the very least, that is how she feels. It is looking at the bishop. The shapeless tides are washing away at the bishop. His robes weigh down on his body, almost crushing him. But the seaborn is not addressing him. Do you think you are more like me or him? Gladia, you are strong. Stand proud, Gladia, you are strong. Gladia merely looks at her prey with a cold stare. Emotions, our kinsmen will learn it. There is much that we are passing on, and we will try to pass them on to you as well. Isharm La, live. It's good to be alive. Our bloodkin will find you again, and they will ask you. We don't know how to ask questions, but we will learn. Slowly, the seaborn kneels down. Its body will stand no longer. It merely curls like a rapidly withering flower. It's dead. Skadi breathes a sigh of relief. No, she has yet to recover from learning the truth, but the prey's death has truly made her felt. It was alive, and now it is not. You damned mixed breeds. That's a little racist. The bishop raises his voice. His coarse voice reverberates in his throat, slithering through the debris left behind by the intense battle as though his vocal cords could not contain his mumbling. Yet Gladia does not so much as look his way. Yes, step right up. It's your turn now. This piece of trash is all by himself, and the sea terrors outside probably aren't from the same tribe. So, this must be they must be yours. I will tear you to shreds. Your blasphemy will be unpunished, or will be punished. I will do it myself. I will take care of you mixed bloods right here, right now. Life is precious, but to keep you alive would be a waste of resources. One of you is heavily injured, the other cannot so much as move. I will scatter what's left of you across the land, so that you'll be eaten by the most lowly of land creatures. I can easily kill you two. Enough with the show. Unlike that piece of trash seaborn, you at least used to be human, and now you are pretending to still be one. That just makes me want to puke. This is where you will die. Forgot about me, did you? Skadi rolls her eyes as Gladia grins. The bishop starts for a second before he turns around. Oh, is it Spectre? Forgot about me, didn't ya? Ooh, device. Integrated devices. Extra drops, low rate. Interesting. He may be very smart, but he is also too paranoid. Taken together, that makes him not very smart. Compared to the boundless ocean, he is nothing. Alright, what the fuck is this? I have an idea. Behold, passenger. Hold on, what is this skill? Chain, slow, 20%. Immediately generates a lightning storm centered on the target of the HP. Yeah, behold, passenger. Skadi, can you move? I don't know, it's tough to keep that kind of feeling under control. It's hard not to think about it. I can't move my fingers, it feels like my nails will all swim away if I tried to. Your neural cells are rapidly metabolizing. Remember, you are a hunter, they can't do anything to you. Is thinking about that going to help? If you don't want to become seaborn, this will help wonders. Okay, I think I can still pick up my weapon. A mixed blood without a weapon, another who's injured, and a third one that's infected. What can you even hope to accomplish? Look at that expression of yours. Are you starting to think yourself noble now? Me? Wait, strange. I'm afraid you misunderstood. I might have felt sorry for the seaborn, but if you think I feel the same about you, you have another thing coming. Once I kill you, it'll be all over. Do you really think that's a saxophone in her case? Little mermaid, how much longer will you sleep? Open your eyes. The things that happened in the past can't possibly have you trapped. She was a mere subject as well. Shark, you've been awake for a while, haven't you? The bishop turns around. There he finds Spectre stroking the glass of a water tank. She looks at the bishop with a curious and gentle gaze. What? Even in such a high density originium liquid? Oh, that thing was all originium? Jesus. Bishop stumbles backwards a little, but then he remembers the two Abyssal hunters standing right behind him, petrifying him. Spectre mouths a few words. They seem to be really ferocious words. It's great to see you're the same as ever, Shark. Ugh, I've forgotten she always used to be like this. Skadi kicks open the box. There's a blade inside. Yes, her great sword had been inside the box the whole time, alongside a circular saw with a long handle. My hand still feels rather numb. I didn't spend all these years with Rhodes Island Kid to come unprepared for something like this. Here. Skadi bends back a little and vigorously throws the saw at the glass tank. The bishop hurriedly dodges, but the circular saw sweeps up a gale that manages to tear open a wide hole in his long robe. Spectre bath water even better, Jesus. Right before the merciless weapon lands on the gas tank and shatters it to pieces, a pale white hand shatters the glass white pane herself. Just as the water inside spills out from the tank, the hand grabs onto the saw with regard to the sharp shards of glass flying into the air. Caught between her hand and the handle of the saw, the glass shards immediately shatter into fine glittering dust that spills from the gaps between her fingers. Needless to say, Spectre's hand is completely unharmed. The hunter has awakened. Spectre has awakened. Here I was thinking I could keep being courteous, the courteous lady I am, for just a little longer. Spectre answers with an ill-boding grin. I've spent such a long time as an adorable, well-behaved nun. I wasn't sure how I'd approach you two. Enough, come out already. It's been a very long time. I'm not sure if I'm more used to how you are now, or back when you were all deranged and high-strung. Before the bishop can come back to his senses, the predator in a water tank has already broken out of her fragile cage. She begins to hack away at the one responsible for this string of events with her saw. A scream echoes through the cave. Wow, so tough. Shark, come back. He's seaborn now. A foul stench fills the air. It is then that Skadi realizes what has actually been the source of this strange phenomenon. Captain, Spectre, let's get out of here. The three of them realize what is about to happen. You mixed bloods, I will destroy. The bishop's body begins to expand rapidly. As his body grows, he swings his long appendages around in sweeping motions, smashing the walls of the cave to crumble in an instant. You push your luck too far. Ugh. Damn, you're ugly. The bishop's skull cracks open between his eyes. His eyelids break off from his large eyeballs. The hunter's retreat is reflected in the glass objects that lie there. Countless tentacles quickly bulge out from what had been its slender, frail body. They then swipe at these insects that it had once only ridiculed. Seawater begins to fill the cave, just as the bishop's body continues to expand. The bishop's wriggling destroys all the equipment in its vicinity. Its body is no different from that of the seaborn, yet the anger it exudes is obviously undoubtedly human. Okay. How did he grow this big all of a sudden? What did he do to stuff all this meat in his body? Pause. Ha! Look, his head's split in two. Remember, the right side is mine. How come you people are always howling? I don't know what to do for that. Act quick, or your prey will get away. Either that, or it will die at the hands of another hunter. You. Mixed bloods. Bubble popping sound. Wait, could you imagine it was just like... Look at him, so sore-headed that he can't even form a full sentence. He is not human anymore. Preys like this one are only valuable when the hunters hunt them. Let's go. Go up. The giant monster, once human, chases after the three minuscule hunters. Its body is continuing to expand. It longs to destroy everything and to tear all that refutes its beliefs to shreds. They all dash towards the end of the path upwards. Meanwhile, the water beneath begins to surge upwards as the monster's body continues to grow until the water has finally reached the top of the path, the chapel. The waves roil in the hunters' surroundings, sending splashes flying towards their fingers and feet. The seawater brushes their fingertips. They have made it home. What's going on? The earth is shaking. Is it the hill next to the shore? Looks like something is falling. I can see through the window here. Is that the chapel? Ah, the house is shaking too. My box, the food. Grandma Petra. I like that the Grandma Petra was the third. Everyone, please head outside with me at once. It's dangerous to stay inside. Eh? What am I doing, wasting my breath? Alright, come. Huh? Inquisitor, you lifted Grandma Petra up in one go? Stop standing around. I know you understand what I'm saying. Do you have any idea how old this house is? It's gonna collapse after a few quakes. I'm not even sure what's happening at the chapel, but they went there. Things might even... Ugh, whatever happens next is not gonna be my problem. Drywall, brick, stone column, Uncle Fireplace. Take my hand. Drywall, bring a few more people with you. Follow the Inquisitor. Let's get out. Phew, finally. Looks like everyone made it. The hill. The chapel. Food. Food. Priest. You're still worried about that wolf in sheep's clothing? It's like you don't know who put you in this situation. Very well, you stop where you are. Come back. Grandma Petra? Did you open your eyes? I'm here, Grandma. Hey, watch out. Rocks, they're falling from the roof. Inquisitor, did you block that for us? You. The elderly woman grips tightly onto the Inquisitor's sleeve. Grandma Petra is looking at you, Inquisitor. She's thanking you. Hold on tighter then. You're bleeding. It was the bash I took just now. Kinda hurts too. You helped me when the Sea Terror attacked me too. We'll call ourselves even. What am I even doing this to begin with? It's not like any of you are ever scared of anything. You don't even run away when your lives are in danger. Does that even count as being alive? Her song is still stuck in my head. Inquisitor, the singer isn't here. Is that going to be a problem? Problem? I guess what you think is a problem isn't that kind of problem. You know what she's like. If she does actually have a problem, I'm sure the answer to your question wouldn't be too shabby. If you want to know how that will turn out, you'll just have to wait. Perhaps she will actually give you a decent answer. Where's the High Inquisitor? Where's he been this whole time? We're almost to the chapel. It isn't stopping. Oh, it's that thing. The tentacles reach upwards, crushing all the falling rocks into dust. The gravels collide into the surrounding walls and cause them to fissure. Spectre saw is rumbling, and the moment the tentacles draw near her, a smirk appears on her face. I wonder how long it has been since I had to take on a prey like you. This is becoming delightful. Spectre swings her saw in a horizontal stroke, striking it on the wall. A huge hole appears in the granite rock face. She uses the momentum to flip herself up. At the same time, the saw traces a grayish path beneath her that intersects the tentacle. A sharp slicing sound rings through the air, slicing the tentacle in two. With her hair fluttering in the air, the nun grabs what had been a part of the stairs and pushes before continuing her dash towards the chapel. She gazes at the cross-section of the tentacle. A few tiny spores are bulging out of the translucent white area. Do you hear that? Its cells are screaming just like us. It has emotions. It used to be an acre. No more, and it could hardly be called one before. Suddenly, the tip of its severed tentacle releases the spores, and several sharp-edged streams of liquid gush out towards the hunters. Skadi flips her sword and presses the blade against her body as a shield. The three liquid streams hit the blade, pushing Skadi back several meters. The liquid slashes onto the rock face nearby, boring a few small holes before evaporating. The pressure's even higher than the water jet on my workbench. It's looking at us. Think of something. Is this thing going to keep growing without end? Oh! All of a sudden, the eyes on the head of the bishop let out a strange beam. Energy beam! That moment, Gladia's lance slashes at the sight organs of the bishop. A hard membrane layer immediately covers the monster's eyes. The lance's tip leaves a long trail of scar on the membrane. She then leaps upward as the monster's howls in vexation below. The hunters are almost there to the bottom of the building. The chapel's floor has already crumbled away during their fierce battle. There are only a few seconds left until they make it to the top. However, Gladius slows down. Swordfish? We're almost done. Going by its size and weight, this should do the trick. Get ready. The monster's body lets out a strange sound. The noise of the mountain collapsing and its strange howl are mingled together as they reverberate throughout the chapel. Yet its hunt has come to an abrupt end. How could this be? The monster is confident. Its power comes from the sea. Their assault is unstoppable. All they have to do is reach out to their consciousness, and the answer will reveal itself. Its tentacles can almost reach the nun's leg. It will pull her down onto the ground, drag her back, and tear her apart. Yet it cannot reach her. It realizes its tentacles cannot extend further. That difference of 4 centimeters between it and its prey feels as wide as the deep trenches of the sea. As her saw revolves in the air, the nun quickly twists herself around, like seagrass on a turbulent current. She tilts her weapon downwards, ready to counter. It mustn't give her this opportunity. It mustn't give them any chances at all. The bishop is starting to fret. That is, if his blood temperature allows for that. It needs to evolve. It must evolve further. Its inner shell should still be able to expand further and break free from its flesh. It should be able to fill its signum with blood before ejecting it in all directions, like spikes. Its neural system should be able to release electric currents, and the tip of its tentacles should be able to harden and be used as weapons. Its body should not be rooted to the bottom of the sea. It should be able to move. Yes, it should be able to move. and it should then be able to slither and swim among the rubble, leap upward, pull their bodies into its coils, and crush them. Evolve. It must evolve and evolve. Dude, what the fuck? This seaborn is schizoing out. But suddenly it remembers the seaborn, and it realizes that seaborn was unconcerned about its life. The tribe will continue. Their future is prolonged. Their descendants will evolve. Their descendants. Its descendants. Descendants. Not itself. The bishop's ability to reason is frozen dead in its already dissolved skull. Evolution is something that concerns the entire group for generations to come. It has nothing to do with itself individually. It will die. Its only plausible outcome is to die here in despair. No. Do the seaborn despair? Are its hopes being shattered only because it had been an Aegir? It starts to struggle desperately with its external tentacles, while its inner ones reach out to its consciousness. It no longer understands anything. It cannot begin to understand. Just what it was that pushed it to surpass what had been its kinsman, spurred its growth, and led to its downfall. This is as far as it can grow. The sea terrors are making their way here by following its pheromones, but they won't be here in time. They are not fast enough. It won't reach those rich nutrients in time. The seaborn are not God. They are a different kind of organism, and so is it. This is as far as it gets. Its body will feed the sea. Having finally come to this realization, the bishop screams in terror, but its lungs have already been transformed into a kind of filtration organ. All it can do is hopelessly let its cysts continue their beating. An intense stream of gas gushes from its mouth. It desperately curls its all-too-long body. The gas that streams out lets a sharp shriek as it passes through the beast's layers of teeth, sending the entire chapel trembling. But the monster is unable to escape. It is prey, and the hunters have already found their prey. Oh, they're diving for it. Now, this is payback for everything you've done to me. You could say I've really gone easy on you. Don't let it get away. We've made a pretty big ruckus already. We'll let you off the hook for the other hunters. Bishop. But this one strike is for my family and my friends, of both the sea and lands, all of whom you murdered. Die, bastard. Like flowers blossoming in the sea, the hunters slam downward straight away with the stone-cold weapons in their hands. The bishop makes an attempt to retreat back to its cave. Prey animals tend to think their nests are the safest of all locations. This response was etched into their bodies tens of thousands of years ago. As the enormous creature pulls away, the path begins to collapse as it twists and turns. The mountain crumbles away like cake, large chunks of rock falling down like crumbs. The bishop flees. It is fast, so fast that it has exceeded the limitations of living organisms. Its body possesses all the qualities that predators and survivalists could only dream of. As long as it makes it back to its nest and seals off all of the path, its enemies will have no way to follow it, and it will swallow them as they sleep. All it needs to do is make it back to its nest, but it is all too late. In their swift fall downwards, the hunters look just like shooting stars, a sight that those who live in the deep seas rarely have the opportunity to witness. How would anyone who lives in the deep seas be able to witness this in general? With his desires and plans clouding his head, the bishop has of course never looked up at the night sky to enjoy that spectacle. But they are different. When the Abyssal hunters had to fight for their lives and escape from the melancholy and sacrifice, they swam upwards. And when they finally reached the surface, they could only solemnly gaze upon the star-filled night sky. The hunters have all etched their destinies of these short-lived stars into their hearts. Despite everything, the darkness can still be broken. Now die. Oh. Cool. The 3 shooting stars illuminate the deep passageway. Give me a second, I'm checking something. Okay, fuck you. The bishop is horrified. It has no lungs and no vocal tracts. This thundering sound is as close as it gets to a scream for its current body. And now we're on Believer. Uh-oh. Oh, what the fuck is this? Sorry, my friend sent me something. A member of the Church of the Deep who snuck into disaster-ravaged Iberia. He changed the law of the land through his sincere beliefs in pursuit of the perfect form, yet he was unable to fathom the will of the ocean. Then again, who could? I don't even know where to start, to be honest.
I'm here to help.
Oh! Oh, that's lame as fuck.
We're counting on you again. 警戒態勢
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Almost dozed off.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's lame as hell.
When chaos abounds.
Alright, we're just swallowing this shit.
If you'll be clear skies.
I have to get serious now.
Oh my god, they snared him?
しかして人こそ最後の兵器なのです
The situation, such violence will not be tolerated.
Oh my god, why are there so many of these guys?
獲物を見つけました Everyone, focus on fighting.
Go no further. This road is closed.
Everyone, hang in there. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
We rely on Godsinger. Go, Godsinger, kill.
何を
Such violence will
戦うことで何を得られるというのでしょうか
ご命令を弦の振動を感じて
Oh, I lost my honeyberry.
This road is closed.
I wasn't flesh and bone.
Get around, guys.
Is there a second phase? Oh, what? There's no second phase?
練習であると思えば良いのです
From here on, your words are my command.
That's it?
The situation is complicated.
竜差分子によって戦うことで何を得られるこれらの兵器がいかに
Oh, I'm sorry, little bot.
記憶にとどまったままです
That poor bot.
どの矢を使えば
he got nuked by the power of Zeus.
練習であると思えば良い練習感情は勝利をもたらすことはありません
From here, such violence will not be tolerated.
Mission accomplished.
Huh. I thought that would be a lot harder. I was fully expecting Passenger to not do anything. Have I been doing really hard stages? What? Or is it just I'm now to the point where I can kill the early bosses with power creep? Oh, it has second phase but doesn't have invincibility between phases? Oh. Among the debris and crumbled walls, the monster's bloated corpse fills much of the karst cave. Its bizarre body, which had until now emanated a strange sense of beauty, begins to stiffen as it dreads its impending doom. It is leaking water everywhere. Let's finish it off. We need to go. Why do you blind Philistines get to live, while I must fall when I have dedicated my entire life to this noble goal? You are mere puppets of the Jaeger, blind and stagnant. You are nothing but a nuisance to science and to the future. I am so close to the truth. Why must I die here with you, all you? You get to escape the punishment you deserve. If early stats of bosses were high enough, no like mechanics essentially prevents for. Oh, okay. I've come so far. My will and my flesh were on the verge of exceeding the limitations of man. Why? Why? Shut up. She goes, shut up. Ager will fall. Nothing will be left of you. Nothing. You fool. I am Ager. As long as I'm alive, Ager is alive. You, but ironic. How ironic. You are different. You are destined to be different. You know it. Your destiny is all but set in stone. Enough of your nonsense. Just die already. You should end yourself now. That's the only thing I ask of you. And I'm being plenty sincere about this. Curse you. Curse you all. Until the lands fall, you will flee the sea, only to find yourselves dissolved in its waters like salt. On the barren wastelands lined with your corpses, our ceaseless waves will engulf all the world's land. Claudia seems to be trying to control herself. The last bit of her courtesy is merely a byproduct of the contempt she cannot contain. The bishop whimpers as he reaches his limb out to Claudia. But before it could reach the hunter, limb has stiffened and twitched and curled into a ball. The bishop is dead and he will be forgotten completely. Claudia looks at Spectre and Skadi. Oh, that's a nice image. He is gone at long last. This has finally come to an end. I ended it with my own hands, yet this is nowhere nearly as satisfying as I imagined. Compared to all that they have done to me, this is far from enough. But that's 1 down, 2 to go for us. Ugh, I'm getting a little dizzy. How did I come to this place? It feels almost like a dream. Shark? I can't stay awake for long after all. We finally have their tentacles caught. If we grab it now, and pluck its roots out there, we will definitely find a way to heal you. That isn't a big problem. As it stands, they cannot control me, and I feel exceptionally well. The feeling of freedom? Who could have known they would get to experience it now? Or I would get to experience it now. This has me so elated, it feels as though I'm flying high with excitement. Though, Captain, I'm afraid I heard everything you said. Was the bishop saying we will become seaborn too? Captain, will you become one of those more formidable kinds? They're quite strong. That won't happen. You're way too different from them. I hope my actions didn't put you two in harm's way. Anyone figured out the Ager stories also connect to Doctor? Is it because of the contacting the IS-2 or IS-3? What was it called? What was that place called again? Answer a few questions for me. Ask away. Is there seaborn blood flowing in our veins? Yes. You are here to figure out the cause of the problems in Spectre's body. And you took that blow to figure out why the seaborn was looking for me. Yes, that's right. Cerola Arbor. And you knew from the start the bishop wasn't the only seaborn here? Yes. Do you know what I did after that final battle that was borderline suicide? I don't. Did we win? I don't know. I lost contact with Ager. Are we abandoned by Ager? Yes. The Abyssal Hunters are like bait. Yes, the Abyssal Hunters are like a glow at the bottom of the sea. Yes, the Abyssal Hunters are strong, yet their strength is but a tiny fraction of Ager's power. Yes? Jesus Christ, how many of these? The only thing special about the Abyssal Hunters is that they are indeed related to the sea monsters somehow. Anger rages in Skadi's crimson pupils, but there is that tiny bit of hope. How much of it is real and how much of it is fake? We're not. Okay, let's go. How snappy. No reason to dawdle around. I'm an Abyssal Hunter. Is it somehow different for you girls in your squad? All Abyssal Hunters are like that. Besides, as though lured here by the bishop's lifeless body, the sea terrors are boring into the cave through the fissures. In huge numbers, no less. The 3 hunters are walking on Seacoast Way. Oh, it's a song. Dude, Spectre without hat. Let's go. There's too many of them. Skadi, I need you to apply yourself here. You're the only one whose arms and legs aren't all scrapped up. What do you want me to do? My hands are numb already. When's the last time you had to stick your hands into their mouths to tear them into 2? About 3 seconds ago. Claudia turns around and sticks her hand into the mouth of one of the monsters, piercing its entire body through its head. She quickly swings her arm, and unable to withstand the force the hunter is exerting on its body, the monster is torn into 2 from the inside before being flung away. Just now. No, as long as his body is still there, there'll be no end to the sea terrors. It's summoning them. It's an anchor. We need to destroy the body then. Burying it won't quite be enough. I'll do it. When you have a huge hole in you, you too. Calls it. What are you doing here? A figure appears before the hunters, surprising Skadi when she sees her face. Get moving, hunters. What are you doing there? We'll talk later. Monster, do it. Monster crashes into the ceiling of the chapel. It tears the sea terrors apart with its sharp blades. A black sphere forms in its mouth before blasting away downwards. It shakes the entire city and hill, setting what is left of the chapel crumbling down. The bishop and its secrets have been destroyed forever, and no one will know any of it.
Good, good. I had no idea you were so clever and learned. I was going to ask you help me make my yathang, but with such a good head on your shoulders,
We did
I'm
it.
feeling a little bad now.
And it's called sit with no regard for human life. The problem unresolved, the friend unrecovered, the enemy yet unchained. In the end, all is but a beginning. There you are. Dr. Kaltsit, I would like an explanation. I knew things weren't as simple as they seemed. The Inquisition is simply keeping too many secrets than the Iberian people deserve to know. My lady, may I need to remind you that spreading rumors and hearsay is strictly forbidden in Iberia. Hi, Inquisitor, I'm only saying this because you already know those secrets. The Church of the Deep has infiltrated Iberia and is taking root here in secret. They took advantage of the relationship you once had with the sea. Abandoned Iberian cities have become the beachhead for the Church of Deep's encroachment onto dry land. They have their own interpretations of your scriptures, and they use them to bend your will. They also hide well. With so many irons in the fire, there was never any way for you to attend to all of it. So, you should cry out for help. If you continue this pointless war of territory and faith, we will miss our one chance. The Hunters and the Inquisitor find themselves in a peculiar face-off with Kaltsit. Skadi starts to think that perhaps Kaltsit is actually on her side. Your Honor, Iberians are different. The skylines that you see every day is different from what everyone else who walks this world sees. What do you call the place where you live every day and night? The coast. Other people live on land, while Iberians live by the coast. For majority of the population, whether they live in the wilderness or the cities, their sightlines are the sky above and the endless swath of land and mountains ahead. Anything above the clouds means nothing. When they talk about the world, they refer to these lands alone. The land on which they live is the world to them, because they've decided there is nothing in this world beyond these lands. Whether residing in sealed-off cities out of the way of villages or hostile wildernesses, they believe in what they see and nothing else. Now look at them again, these abyssal hunters, these Aegir. The ocean is vast in ways beyond the land. Iberia is not like other countries. Those who reside on land are obsessed with their ways and their authorities. They overlook the infinite possibilities and opportunities to explore the boundaries that they blindly choose to ignore. Your world is far more complete. You understand both the land and the sea. Iberia has a much better knowledge of its place in the world than anyone else. This has given you a huge lead over everyone in the past. That is enough. This is all water under the bridge. The radiance of the cities have faded, and Iberia is nothing but a pile of rubble today. What a surprise. I thought you would dodge the subject. You are here, and you are certainly not blind. Look out and see for yourself. Cities like Salviento line the entire Iberian coastline. Iberia was once a prosperous nation, but how many of these ruins can be found here today? Cultsit knows, and naturally the High Inquisitor knows too. However, with the High Inquisitor stealing composure, it is impossible to discern any kind of emotion from his expression whatsoever. Furthermore, he is wearing a mask. Yeah, that'd be a little hard to determine the emotions. If they could cry, then the Iberians would definitely cry. If they could laugh, then the Iberians would definitely laugh out loud. Yet here stands one such impassioned Iberian, who has since turned into the emotionless man before her. Without expression and without emotion, Iberia's golden age has passed into a life of tranquility. There are too many. We cannot support them, and many cities are unable to support themselves. Ever since the profound silence, Iberia is not what it once was. They need the support of others all the more. No one knows what happened to Iberia, and no one may know. Because Iberia was once on the brink of total destruction, even now, Iberia cannot be destroyed. You are still here, and so are the Iberian people. I believe that even if not a single city remained. Cultsit looked at the 3 Abyssal hunters. Of them, Skadi is walking towards some inhabitants exiting the buildings. Seems like she has something to say to them. Iberia's citizens won't give up so easily. High Inquisitor, please allow me. Pride and prejudice have destroyed the Aegir. This land must not repeat the mistakes of the deep sea folk. If Iberia falls to the aftershock of this disaster, then there will no longer be anyone who knows the true face of the sea and the horror of the threat it poses. Just like a certain hunt in the tundra roughly a century ago, it is the territory of mankind that we are guarding, not the honor and reputation of a nation against the sea monsters and against anything else. Dude, certain hunt in the tundra? Dude, the demons. The collapsals. Besides, if Iberia keeps lingering on with its last breath. Cultsit looks into the High Inquisitor's eyes. His expressions remains unchanged. He does not appear to be in denial, nor is he approving her view. Nonetheless, Cultsit will finish. In that case, Iberia will one day meet its fate. As of now, you can still rebuild your homeland, rebuild Iberia. I don't believe that. My objective isn't to get you to see things my way. This question has to be answered, and a decision has to be made. It doesn't necessarily need to be answered by you, nor does it have to be now. We still must resolve the Salviento affair. The High Inquisitor looks at the hunters. One of them will have to stay. I will. No. You two need to go back. Cultsit, we will do as we discussed. I won't be there to lead them, so you will have to take my place. You? What is this supposed to mean? High Inquisitor, perhaps I can take their place. I can serve as a proxy for them in your interrogations. I can straighten out the details of the events that transpired here, and you will get the information that you need. I can survive in an Iberian prison. Cultsit, you are not going to prison. What the fuck? If you insist. Lady Cultsit, Doctor? You want me to expel them from our territory? For now, at the very least. The 3 of you. Go back to Rhodes Island. Misery will pick you up near the northeastern border. Don't take the waterways this time. The Inquisition will determine the route they will take. As long as the destination remains unchanged, you may route them however you want. When will you come back? I can't wait for you too long. That is not for her to decide. Let's not jump to conclusions yet, little birdie of Iberia. A prison's walls are as paper to me. Gladia, no. So you want me to watch him take you away? That's right. Don't worry about me, Gladia. Now go, hunters. Surely a heart-to-heart with Spectre must be on the agenda. Now that she's awake, she can give you the answers you've always wanted. Her own answers. And you have nothing to say to me? This is a rare opportunity for everyone, yourself included. I'm afraid I don't have any suitable advice for a hunter like you. The reason why Cult's not part of most of the side story? Like, all the side stories? Because, hold on, I'll look at it in a second. Am I too hasty for your liking? No, but you understand your own situation far better than I. In any case, I don't know how much longer you can maintain your current state. Though I suppose that's the least of your worries. How do you know? Just a hunch. You are in a good mood after all. I'm sure it matters to you very little whether you are awake or not, Spectre. After all, the way things are now is not that bad for you. Prison in your room. Shut the fuck up. You needn't tell me. Nothing has ever been completely optimal for us. And if I contemplate the future, that would be such a drag. My standards are much lower than yours. As long as things are decently sorted, they're good enough for me. I suppose so. I'm not one to preach the Church of the Deep's words, but that was me as well. There's no point in hating myself. If anyone wants to know the difference, then let them listen to me talk. I will settle for giving them a hard time. Is this how you used to be? Perhaps, Dr. calls it. Besides, I finally have some old friends here with me, not some landlubber that I wouldn't know how to talk to, even if I wanted to talk. You know, they haven't ever even seen seaweed before. You can teach them. You still have lots of new friends at that place you can now go back to. In the future, your colleagues will need you. I will need all of you as well. We need you. Besides, Cultist says something. Spectre laughs in return. Well, don't come home too late. This doctor is never late, Spectre. Let's go, hunters. We'll leave the rest to her. She can take it. Abyssal squad, roll out. Wait, Captain. There's still something I have to tell her. Lady Cultist. Deploying without any approval again, Skadi. At least you knew well enough to talk to engineering and get them to prepare that case for you. They contacted me straight away. You're doing much better than before. I didn't expect you to actually come help me. I told you I'm a woman of my word, and that goes no matter what it is you are up to. Now go home to Rhodes Island. Enjoy your vacation. Cultist glances at Skadi. She doesn't say anything but starts smiling. Little smile. Cultist smile. Let's go. All of us have things that are simply beyond our ability. Even Doctor struggles from time to time. Our technology is not yet able to cure your infection, and neither can you. But Spectre, not being able to eradicate it doesn't mean you can't defeat it. You can't exterminate shadows, but you can make them your friend. Skadi, there isn't much you can do about your dark fate, but you can learn to work alongside it. Perhaps only you can wrestle tooth and nail with it until the end of times. Oh, Skadi's actually smiling now. Oh, it's you, singer. You're back. Yes. Huh? Where's your saxophone? No idea. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you left it somewhere around here. I'll help you look for it. Also about your harp you dropped yesterday. I've been holding on to it for you. It's yours now. I can have it? Just like we promised? Does that mean you found your friend? That's great news, singer. I'm so happy for you. But you look really tired. You look more tired than you were last night. Are you hurt? It's okay. I'm just a little dizzy. Oh, well, okay. I didn't see you, and I was so worried you ran into some kind of trouble. Something really amazing happened just now. Did you see that? There was an explosion, then another. Like bang, 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 boom. The mountain over that way kept shaking and suddenly came crashing down. I thought our house would come crashing down too. Are you all okay? We're fine. The only problem is that all our food is still inside. It's already rotten. We'll probably go hungry for a while again. It's all thanks to that Inquisitor. She was the one who told us to leave the house and to stay away from the coast and the chapel up on the hill. She helped you. Yeah, she's such a nice person. She protected us the whole time. Hello, Irene. Got a sore throat? You wretch. No matter, I will let you off the hook just this once. You're a lucky one, Ager. The High Inquisitor didn't take you away. You've been waiting for me. I knew you'd be back. I have something to tell you. Still haven't given up? What? Why are you in a fighting stance? I haven't even drawn my weapon. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry. I was so harsh with you before. I'm not the kind of person who doesn't apologize when she's done wrong. I may be an Inquisitor, but when an Inquisitor makes a mistake, she needs to reflect on it all the more. When you first stepped into town, I saw you right away. I could tell you were an Ager, costume or no. You were different. At the time, I was angry, and my passions were inflamed. I thought I had finally found the answer, the evil outsiders, the culprit who brought this misfortune to us. I thought that by dragging you out here and defeating you, I could right the wrongs and solve our problems. I thought it was that simple. But I am no match for you, and what could defeating you change anyway? The real threat that this city and all Iberia faces is not a single Ager or two. You've grown. Much thanks to you. I can't think the way I used to think anymore. What happened here has left me bewildered to the point I'm not sure how I judge anything again. I am an Inquisitor. It is my duty to eradicate the threats that Iberia faces in order to uphold its order. You are a threat, but are you our enemy? Then we have the people here. Should I protect them, or should they be eliminated? No burning, Jesus Christ. And what if I can't make sense of it? Well, then is my reason for taking up the sword. What then? Not well. It will leave me directionless, stuck in the same spot, just like the people here. Then, it was you, and the locals who helped me see things clearly. I can't save the inhabitants. It probably sounds strange, but once I realized this, I made the decision to protect them. At the very least, at that moment, right now, I know what is right and what is wrong. As for you, you did the right thing. You protected this place, for the time being at least. That is much more than I have ever done for these people. You did the right thing too. Huh? What I did was no different from what you did. What do you mean, no different? No matter, you're just as terrible at giving comfort as you are at disguises. You want comfort from me? What do you— No, thank you. Good. I don't have any for you either. So, you found the answer you were looking for? I don't need it anymore. I've asked too many questions. I found my answer, and once I calmed down, I realized those answers meant nothing really. Just like you, I know which way I'm headed now. Oh, seems we're both ready. It's about time I get going, and I know it's time for you to go as well. You've gone free, so you must have come to some kind of agreement with the High Inquisitor. Well, goodbye. As long as we're still chasing the same goal, perhaps we'll see each other again somewhere. And then she joins Rhodes Island. Huh? Did the Inquisitor leave? What a shame. I wanted to see her. I want her to see what I'm making. What's this? It's a seaweed alcohol you taught me to make. Is this looking okay? Are the pieces too big still? They're way too small. Huh? Let me try again. It's okay. We don't have any food left, but we still have plenty of seaweed. If we run out, I'll get some more from Uncle Fireplace. You will get better. Guys, what is... why is everyone saying their basement? Once I'm finished, you'll be gone by the time I'm finished, right? You came here to tell me this, didn't you? You're leaving. Yes, I'm leaving. Right, you're a wandering singer. You wander, only stopping once in a while. Will you ever come back? I want to listen to you play your harp and sing some more. Grandma Petra and Drywall, they do too. Yes, I will. My friends too. We can come together. That sounds great. It's a promise, okay? Be sure to come back soon. I will be waiting for you here. Wood frame. Here, singer. They need me for something. I gotta go. Don't forget what you promised. Aw, you made a friend, Skadi. That can there. The red shell. Anita. Just as she said she would, the girl stops in her tracks, turns around, and smiles at Skadi. Yes? If next we meet on the outside, I'll still sing for you. Okay. Looks like I gotta keep your harp in my box. See you, singer. See you. Damn it. Damn it. Gladia caresses her face in the mirror. Gladia, what are you doing? Look at you. You still ended up an ugly bitch in the... Excuse me? Hello? You should have died in the deep sea. Is this what you wanted? You should have died with everyone else instead of going into hiding here. Constantly on edge, no matter what you do, even breathing, much less letting them hear you singing. You have to shut yourself up in a landship's bathroom just to complain about your predicament. Never again to ride the waves. All you can do is wait until you fully transform into a beast. Oh, her scales. Look, this is you. It's too soon, too soon. The ship. I need to find that ship. A seaborn trying to get an answer from Skadi. The monsters tried to pry the truth from their murderers. Which also means that the hunters still have a chance. Perhaps their one and only chance. Their gods give no revelation. Before the waves engulf the world and the monstrous colossi summon their bloodkin, we must smother the sea with silence. Its brood will know nothing of this. We will exterminate them at their source. This is our only chance. This will bring about a calamity, but Aegir will get its moment of reprieve. I can't hear Aegir. Just like the monsters waiting in vain for their revelations. Nonetheless, we have a responsibility. The Abyssal Hunters must be the first to uncover Iberia's secrets. Shut the fuck up, Bled. Like, what the fuck? The last dreadnought of the Iberian fleet. Indomitable, yet disappearing without a trace in the span of a night. Claudia stopped gazing at herself in the mirror. This is my duty. I must defend Aegir. By capturing that golden ship and taking hold of that key, the doors to the vault will fling wide open, and the volcanoes shall be unleashed. Wow, so they really set up for Stoltafata Novice. Interesting. A new stage in Intermezzi's choppy ruin. SVEX1. Interesting. Hello, Gladia. Max potential. Improves second talent. What is her second talent? When deploy, oh yeah, I forgot. Recover 1.5 max HP per second. Reveals less 50% less physical and magic. Interesting. Hookmaster. Oh, that's not even her second one. Survival of the fittest. I can't see it right now. All right. Well, that was all of Stoltafata Novice. And not Stoltafata. That was all of Undertides. We have acquired max potential Gladia. We will have, if add module, all Abyssal Hunters gain damage reduction to all enemies. Wow, really? That's actually crazy. But yeah, and then twice as strong applied to a monster. Yeah, because Obiana just has a ton of HP. And then we have Stoltafata, so I guess Kal'tsit doesn't appear here. And then Lone Trails when Kal'tsit appears. Walk in the Dust, Under Tides. Oh, we're almost done. Well, I say almost done, but I heard that Stoltafata Novice and Lone Trail in the top 10 of top word count. With Lone Trail at like, what, 58,000 words? Stoltafara at like 42. I heard Maria Neural was up there too. Well, I think that's it. Thank you all very much. Tomorrow is EX Babel, and then we will grab Lumen because I need a better healer, a better therapist. Anyway, thank you all very much, and I'm trying to think if there's anything to schedule. So what is my first time reaction to eggs? Dude, so my strategy with my squads is basically I burst the shit out of them with Zwole or like Amiya, right? So them doing AoE was it neural impairment is fucked. You mean I gotta slow kill them? It's crazy. But yeah. There's CC which buffed egg range. That's fucked up. With Asia S3? Oh, that's so fucked up, actually. Yeah, that's crazy. That's also seriously messed up. But yeah, thank you all very much, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, ho.